Panic at the Shroom State. Hi. Hello, I'm back. Oh my god, what's going on there?
Oh.
It's thinking real hard about your pronouns, apparently. Hi. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's been so long. It's been so long, especially since you've seen me like this. I was cubular last you saw me. I was cubular for the last whole entire 2 weeks. Now, I'm back. And I would say better than ever, but like, kind of not. We'll yap about it, but hi, I'm Squiiji. I'm a freelance artist Fungi. I'm also an art educator. It's nice to meet you if we haven't met before. I think a couple of us have met before because I have a lot of thank yous to do. Hang on. Thank you. Is everybody resubbing to make up for the fact that they couldn't resub potentially Monday or Wednesday? And did that in fact trigger maybe a hype train?
Babe.
Beep. That's true. I imagine so, Gary. Man, I missed the sound of your voice, Gary. I missed you. It was a long, long week. Podge, welcome back. It's been so long. Have you been finally freed from the terrible, horrible, tight grasp of the educational system? Are you finally relieved out into vacation and relaxation and freedom? Wahoo! Welcome back, Podge. I hope everything wrapped up pretty well for you. It's good to have you back. Yay! Sexism! Welcome back also for, wait, Podge, you've been subbed for 18 months? Were you subscribed the entire time you were suffering through education? Because thank you, but also, oh my god. Sexism, welcome back for 11 months! Welcome back! Corey, welcome back for 13 months! 1 rotation and a bit streak. Thanks. Chocorama, welcome back for 10 months. Has it been that long already? Good golly, it may have been. It's possible. Good God. And Corey, thank you for giving out a community sub. Thank you for sporing someone. If you got gifted a sub, please say thank you. Wait, when did I miss a month? I'm only 17. Billy, wait, hang on. So you're first and you're at 17. There's people who are at 20 somehow. My 2-year streaming anniversary is the beginning of July, I believe. So we should be approaching 20-ish months, if not close, getting closer to like 24 months, something like that. I don't know. It happens. It happens. Retain the badge even if the sub lapses. Ah, I see. That's actually nice. I'm glad they keep that because I wouldn't like it if they were to sort of like bounce it to the next person. I think it's fair to leave it that way. Yeah. But wahoo! Yay! Let me make Gary read that message again because I don't know what he didn't like there. Maybe the word streak was not acceptable? Oh! Selma, thank you for gifting us up to Chili also. Can we rotate for Selma, pretty please, if you'd be so kind, crewmates? Man, I am having rotational deficit this week. I forget how just truly peculiar it is not streaming. Babe, that's true, Gary, I'm sure. It's so peculiar not streaming because it's such an integral part of my routine at this point. I don't understand.
Gary the Mushroom.
That's true, that is you. Edward, thank you for gifting us up to Starless Mage also. Keep rotating. Rotate for Edward, please. Wait, what, Amber? What the what? Well, huh? Huh? We're trying to figure out why Gary didn't want to talk. He's just him. He's having his own time. It's so weird not streaming. It's such an integral part of my schedule. Where are the redeems for Gary to make the sounds? Are they missing? Are they not here? Let me check. I will see. Do you know what day it is since streaming is a core part of your schedule? I don't. I spent the entire week abysmally confused. And then when I, booted stuff up to stream here today, I was like, it has to be Wednesday. I was like, it must be Wednesday. It has to be Wednesday. How could it not be a Wednesday? No, it is in fact Friday, and I have things I have to do. So I will say, we have to be good. I have to end maybe even like 5 minutes before 6 today. I have to be responsible because I am meeting family for dinner, is what I'm doing. So, I told them I don't finish work until 6, and they were like, okay, what if we made dinner reservation for 6:15? A half an hour away from your house. I was like, well, if you don't mind me being late, that's fine, I guess. Why traffic exists? I know, and I have a feeling we're gonna have a hard time with parking too, but what can you do? They're aware that I'm gonna be late. They're aware. But But yeah, no overtime today. Not allowed, illegal. Not happening at all. 6:15, not even 6:30. 6:30 was what I asked for. So I don't know why it's 6:15. That seems like a weird time. I don't know. I think use the streamer remove founder's badge from people, and then it is the next sub on list on older subs. I have not removed a founder's badge from anyone, I don't think. I think I've let all the founders keep theirs so far as I'm aware. Potentially. I don't remember doing that, so it might be that way. Click to leave at 5:55 so Squeiji has to leave. Yeah, you all can ditch the stream. Everyone just leave at 5:55. I'll have nothing good to say after. Start threatening me. Threaten me at 5:55 if I am not wrapping up. Please, I'm begging. Please, 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 please. I'm begging you.
Hey, this is Gary.
Hi, Gary.
And parents, since you was gone for a really long time,
I was.
I will never forgive you.
Okay, that's fair.
Unless if you give me 5,003 concrete, I will and can be bribed into forgiveness.
That's a really specific number, Gary, and I understand. I did abandon you for at least 4 days. Terrible, horrible, cruel of me. I cannot believe I've done this. You will never recover. I went out to get the milk and I never came home for 4 days. I'm sorry. However, I don't believe in bribery, even if you do, so I will not be partaking in that. Instead, I will try my best to rebuild our relationship in a positive manner that does not require underhanded tactics. Hi, Crispy Chips. Hi, Squeiji. I love your VTuber content on how to become a VTuber. It helps so much. I'm glad. I'm happy I could help. Also, hi, welcome. You went out for almond milk and never returned. Okay, 5,002 concretes? Okay. You know, if we can strike a bargain, we're getting a little more reasonable, but I don't know if that's enough. You might have to sweeten the deal for me a little more, I say, after I just told you I can't be bribed. Tofu Suwup, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Wahoo. Set an alarm for 5:45. Exactly. Yes. That does work. That does work. Starless Mage, what is your cute little, bloom badge thing? What is the bloom badge? I'm seeing new badges. I've been alerted that I can make badges for you guys now, which I might do for some certain events in the future. But I don't know. The weekly thing? A weekly thing. There's weeklies on Twitch now? Something Twitch is adding. Watch streamer 3 times a week to earn. How did you earn it? I wasn't here this week. Unless maybe you were watching my VODs to catch up because you did not hear your usual allotment of EG? Maybe? Interesting. Been trying to find out how to get the bloom badge. It's cute. I know, it is really cute. I want it. I want one. Oh, clips. Clips also count. Ah, interesting. I want one. I want a little plant thing by my name. It'd be really cute if I could have it. I would really like to. Wahoo! Thank you for the hype train. I appreciate it. Let's see, what did I get? I got... frog! Oh my god, I got a frog. This is a glorious, incredible day. I've been given frog. Oh wait, Selma has one too. Selma has a flower. Wait, didn't work? Get the watch streak on a channel and then you will grow your bloom badge. Oh, wait, Truemates. If you go into your chat identity thing, I wonder if you can toggle it on. Maybe. Like, you may be able to turn it on if you don't have it on right now. Maybe. Did work. Wait. We'll see. Got nothing. It may not be rolled out to everyone yet. That is the way that Twitch tends to do things sometimes. Sometimes they don't roll it all out to everybody all at once, and then you have to wait a little bit. Like YouTube, as I say, as I'm shaking. I'm like grabbing the bars of my enclosure because they do not let me have dubbing as an ability. Evil. Let me drink my water because Kazuya told me to drink my water. Thanks. Got a Bubsy badge from Selma. Was that related to all the VTubers who had Bubsy 3D models last week? Is that related, maybe? I saw that occurring. Bubsy had a new release, maybe? Don't know. Apparently I have too many badges. Ah, you've maxed out your badges. Too many. Bubsy one from Selma as well. Oh wait, I see it. Just by playing the game. Ah, I see. Water, very good. Honestly, this is so fun because now there's much more variety. Like, Grimoire's got a Roblox one. You're a purple noob, apparently. I'm sorry to break it to you. I think I'm just Squiiji. Oh, I've got my partner checkmark and my shroomate, and the fact that I'm broadcasting. Does it max you out at 3? I bet I can't have another one in my own chat as a result. Yeah. Character crit on the Bubsy designs? I don't know. Sam, what is yours? September? Oh, 2024. That is a good purple dude. He's just like a little worm. I like that little worm. He's cute. Ultra Squid's got one that's Bing Bong also. They're so cute. Apparently we can make them now, so I might make one for us for an event coming up kind of soon. Smiles at you. Menacingly, maybe. Have fear in your heart. Actually, don't. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not very scary at all, actually. Fear not. It is just me. I have nothing to be disturbed by. I always wondered how to get those badges. Now I know. Yeah, you just gotta show up to some of them. Jealous of the Pokemon ones. Some of my regulars have. I got back into Pokemon too late. Oh, there's Pokemon ones? What? No. I think my my curse I've had recently is only watching YouTube streams, so I'm not getting any of them now, despite the fact that half the people I watch on YouTube are multi-streaming, so, Speaking of, do we get Eldritch EG back soon? You miss the Eldritch EG. Maybe soon. It's actually broken right now, which is why you don't have it. Something I was doing when I was uploading my low poly EG screwed up a bunch of my other models and the way they're loaded in Vignon, because I had to update Vignon, and now it's a little goofy, it's a little funky. So next week is my first week back to just being full-time VTuber, full-time consultationer, because seasonal work is over. I have like 10 days I'll work over the summer, but it's over. So my time to tinker with things for stream is going to go up dramatically again, which will be quite nice. I'm gonna leave our schedule the way it is, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But now, my days of the week can be spent getting things better ready for stream properly and planning events. Yeah, LRTG's away on vacation. They deserve a break. It's really hard looking over all the different realms of the shroom state. It's tough. Oh my god, Odd, you have 220,000? 130,000. I'm inconsolable? What happened? Does it take them away from you? It shouldn't do that. It should let you have them forever. And ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Oh. Is the critique reading coming back? Yes, it's gonna come back on Monday. It'll come back Monday. Because next week we're gonna have a normal week. We're having 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 a normal week. Next week, normal. You have to believe me. You have to like pray to several deities, probably including Eldritch EG. We're having a normal week next week. I swear to God. I swear to God. How many quotations on normal? Zero quotations on normal. The EG normal. Not like the regular person normal, but the EG normal is what we're gonna have. The EG normal. I want to stream 3 days next week, and I want to do something different each day we stream. Actually, I think you're gonna have 4 streams next week by some insanity. I have a collab on Wednesday morning, and then I also am just gonna stream normally Wednesday evening also. 2 whole EG streams. We're making up for missed time. I believe in a normal week. Yeah. Close your eyes, believe, cross your fingers, cross your toes. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen. It has to. It must come to pass. Anyways, today's technically Monday, even though it's Friday. Confusingly enough. Housekeeping! Bet you missed your housekeeping! Housekeeping, crewmates! Aw, what do I have to announce? Oh, Minecraft server. Down for a minute right now. There is something wrong with my computer, and I don't know what it is yet. My computer has been crashing more and more often in the last 4 months, especially in the last 2 months. And by crashing, I mean just totally freezing and locking everything up so that like I can't interact with anything. It just freezes all my screens. However, if I'm listening to like a YouTube video or music in the background, it keeps playing in the background, which is really strange. I don't know what's wrong, but it happened on Tuesday while I had the server open, and it crashed the server when that happened. And then last night, I was just doing some like regular 3D modeling stuff. It was a little higher poly than what I usually do. I was trying to fix a mesh for Jubby's birthday gift, because Jubby's birthday is coming up. And my computer did it again. I was like, I don't know why this is happening. I don't know why. So really hope it wasn't the farm stand. As Em and I were testing, no, I don't think it was, but my computer is not very stable right now, so I don't want to have the Minecraft server open in case it A, doesn't save things you guys are doing in the server, or B, corrupts the server. I did back it up. I did back the server up. The server is backed up circa Tuesday. So we shouldn't have lost anything as far as I'm aware. But I want to keep it that way. And all my important stuff on my computer, thankfully, is like offloaded and backed up in a million different places. But I'm gonna run some diagnostics. I was supposed to this morning, didn't have time. So I will probably do it this weekend. If not this weekend, probably Tuesday. So cross your fingers for me that nothing happens until then. It hates love, kill it. My computer? I love my computer. Don't hurt her. She's very nice usually to me. She usually is not mean to me. I think she's just old. My motherboard, I think, is 8 years old? My graphics card, I think, is the only thing that's not more than 6 years old in my computer right now. Yeah. Which for computers is apparently old, so it may be time that I start replacing some things. I think the processor is probably gonna need to be replaced first, because I'm going to make an educated guess that the problem I'm running into right now is hopefully not graphics card failure, but might be a motherboard problem or might be a processor problem. What a time to have to replace those, though, because man, do they cost an arm and a leg and all of that. Why is it that you have something expensive happen every month? I have been asking myself, what, glasses? I've been asking myself that literally every day. I want to draw, have you seen that image where it's like 4 points on like a wheel? where it's like, we're so back, and then like a couple other things happening. I want to draw myself for it where it's like, something happens. I'm getting through it. Gets through it. Like, it's just like, it happens constantly. But I think that's just called being an adult, unfortunately. I think that's just being an adult. Being an adult is expensive because you don't have your parents to pay for the expensive things for you. This isn't new. But I do think that they occur with increasing frequency as I age. Perhaps. Hi, Aaron. Yeah. Computers are finicky, but yeah. So, Minecraft server down, potentially, until I can fix whatever's wrong with it. I think I did toggle my glasses. Nope. That's not my glasses. That's not my glasses. Is this my glasses? That's not my glasses. Is this my glasses? Yes. I don't remember what that button is because I don't take it off. A new crisis every month. I know, I'm so sleepy, I'm so tired, I wish they would just let me rest. But I'd be too powerful. I'd be way too powerful if they didn't keep trying to hit me. They keep swinging. They're gonna miss one of these days. They're gonna miss many of these days. Yeah. This last EG stream of May, that may be true. That may be true. I won't confirm it, but that may be true. Yeah. Yeah. Other housekeeping! We're in an ad break. That's the next housekeeping. It's not. I'm lying. What is my next housekeeping? Oh! Merchandise. Also, I'm an idiot. That's part of housekeeping. That's relevant, I promise. I'm not just calling myself an idiot to be mean. I'm a fool of a took, as Gandalf would probably call me. I did a goof up that extended for way longer than it should have. And I'll explain it when we are not in an ad break anymore. And I feel like a goofball. Boo, no self-insults. I goofed a little bit. Full of a shroom? Yes. I'm just silly. Oh yeah, Edward, you saw, okay, yeah. So, like the giant brain having fella I am. Actually, that's not true. Like the fella who has big ol' holes in their head that I am, I had been uploading my Patreon updates to Fourth Wall instead of to Patreon for the last like 2.5 months. So when the Shrewmates were like, hey, EG, where's the sneak peek of the next video that's supposed to be out? And I was like, I gave it to you. What you mean? What do you mean by that? I didn't. I gave it to you, but not you. I put it somewhere else entirely. I don't know why I did that. I think it's because I have Fourth Wall bookmarked on the top of my browser, but I don't have Patreon bookmarked. So I bookmarked it. How'd that look on Fourth Wall? It looks almost exactly the same as Patreon because Fourth Wall has a service that is like Patreon and it looks almost exactly the same. So I just didn't notice because I was like, oh, I didn't have time to like put this thing in there or to do that thing. Yeah. Is it still up? No, I took most of the stuff that's on Fourth Wall down, so that way, if I ever try and make this mistake again, I won't see previous posts and be like, yeah, this is the right platform that I should definitely be on right now. This is the correct place to be. But now the regularly scheduled updates will commence again. Patreon fellas, I'm so sorry! Nobody said anything, which I'm so surprised by. No one said anything. About there just not being updates during stream at all, so I hadn't realized that anything was going on. Which isn't your fault, it is definitely my fault, but whoops. Oopsie. Bleak, welcome back with Prime. Welcome back for 19 months. I hope you've enjoyed your rotation. You only get one of those a month, so why don't you use it on me? But if you'd like to see, Patreon, I believe, got a sneak peek of the big merch. Big, cool, fun merch that will happen for 2-year anniversary. And next Monday, I believe they get Squiiji outfit update, question mark? If you have interest. If you have interest. I think that's next, or is it next Tuesday? I think it's next Tuesday. I think it's supposed to release on Tuesdays. We'll see. Anyways, next week, outfit update. I'm cooking. I'm always working on things. New update on outfit. New update on new outfit even. New update on new outfit. Curious, yes, definitely peculiar. You'll see. Hee. Smiles at you. Yes. You went shopping? Yes. Sure. I went shopping. Yes. Other things. You can see it cycling here. I finally updated my little note thingamabob I got over here. My note thing. I don't know if you've seen. There is the new merch. There's new merch right now. I have new merchandise. Got the keychain. Did it arrive already, Edward? Did it arrive already? Really? No, the promo stuff. Oh. I got a new keychain. I didn't get it. Mine hasn't arrived yet. But if you would like a keychain, you can jostle me if you would like and torture me maybe a little bit. I'm actually hypnotizing you. You really want Squeegee merch. You really want Squeegee merch. You really want Squeegee merch. I'm speaking to your brain. Checking mail every day for it though. You and me both. You and me both. I want to see it. I think it's gonna be so cute. Rotation on finger time. Yeah, you can like spin me around like this probably on your finger. Shake the EGPNG keychain for jingle keys. Yeah, I'm actually making myself a toggle for it so that I can have that to jingle, 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 jingle. That way I can make you guys focus also. Jingle, jingle. But yeah, so that's housekeeping. Do I have any other housekeeping to do this week? Probably not, actually. Short week. Oh, the final thing to say is there's probably gonna be another day that I miss because this Wednesday, if you recall, I wasn't here because my air conditioner isn't working. My house is 80 degrees. It's not fun. We've been leaving the windows open at night, which makes it a little more tolerable, but it's been hot. It's been hot. Hot in Topeka. The AC people came at 2 p.m. EST Wednesday, you know, otherwise known as the time that I start stream, which we knew. And I was like, well, if they're out fast enough, then I will stream. If they are out before, I think I said like 3:30 or 4, then I will stream. They didn't leave until almost 4 p.m. and they didn't fix it. All they did was diagnose the problems and then have to order a bunch of parts for it because it's like busted out there, apparently. Not great. It's like the external unit is all goofed up. So they have to order a part, and then they'll come put the part in, they'll schedule with us to install the part once they receive the part. So I'm still waiting. So I missed stream for nothing. Not for nothing, they diagnosed it, but I'm gonna hope that the day that we manage to schedule the next round of maintenance for is a Tuesday or a Thursday, so it does not interrupt. Because, like, I can do consultations while they're here. That's fine. I can lock the door to my office, but, like, I cannot be doing stream while they're in my house. That just does not work. No. But yeah, those are the EG updates for the week. Swell. rather a swell time. Huh? Aaron, what? My mom screwed me over by never giving me a debit card, and I lost my birth certificate a few years ago, which apparently requires me to use a card to get, so I sadly can't get any at the moment? What? You can definitely get a birth certificate with a check, can't you? That's wild. But that is a situation I was kind of in at one point. I legally did not have enough forms of ID to get a passport at one point in time. But in order to get just like a regular ID, I didn't have enough forms of ID for that either because I needed the passport as a form of ID for it. And it was just like a really strange hole that I was in. This was like 2021 or 22? Wild. It was really interesting. It was one of those things where I was like, wow, I can see how people manage to fall between the cracks of the system because if you just don't have any number of certain IDs, you just can't get more IDs. Did you exist? Apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently a social security number and a birth certificate is not enough anymore. Make it make sense. I don't know. Circle of ID requirements like bad rotation. Yeah, it was like each ID needed me to have another ID to get it, and it was like, well, this ID needs that ID, and this ID needs this ID. Huh? How do you want me to do that? How do you want me to do that? Birth certificate isn't enough? No, for getting a passport, I had to have my mother, despite the fact that I was over 18, I had to have my mother come with me and present her birth certificate, her social security, and her passport in order for them to confirm my identity that I was her child. It was wild. It was so interesting. Good news, I'm good on passport for a long while now, but like, goofy, truly silly. SSN is never enough, apparently. Even to like have an apartment or like work somewhere, you have to show them usually your social security card and birth certificate and whatever clearances you need and potentially a passport and or driver's license. Like, you need a bunch of things. If you don't have a driver's license and don't have a passport, make sure you just get a regular ID. Do it, please. Don't let yourself fall into a trap there. Don't fall into a hole. If your state is converting to, real ID, get an ID before they force you to have it, because otherwise it's gonna be really hard to get the real ID afterwards. Anyways, that's your adult advice from EG this week. Anyways, today we're here to do a little bit of like a style challenge thing for drawing. We're here to do a little bit of style challenge. I started a style challenge, I think, as like my third ever stream? Blast from the past. 2 blasts from the past in the last couple weeks even. We had finally the return of VTuber designs and how to not copy them, which was my second stream ever that I did with Billy, which was my long form video that came out last week. And now, also, I think it was my 3rd stream. Jubby was in the background, I think playing some games with me, and I was drawing myself in other styles. And some of them turned out a little weird. They're a little janky. So I'm gonna make better ones now. I'm making much better ones. Drawing in the beep style? What is the beep style? I don't know what that means. What's Real ID? That's a US of A thing. It's just like not completely an alternative to a driver's license, because your driver's license can be a real ID. It's just an ID that requires more forms of identification to receive, but therefore you can use it to fly domestically within the USA. Real IDs in other countries too. Is it really? Interesting. Yeah, an ID with more steps. Oh, the beep came by name. Beep of the lamb. You could have given me the lamb part. Maybe I can try and draw myself in that style. I've actually done it before for thumbnails, but I could do more of it for maybe. I started some because the long part of drawing these for me is often trying to figure out what the hell I want the pose to be. So I started some, but we can continue those ones. We can add new ones. Let's go see what we're doing. Let's go look in that room and take roll also. USA doesn't like digital ID? I don't know what that means. I don't know if we really have digital ID. Question mark. Lemon drop, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Oh. Overcomplicating ID systems for no reason. Yeah. Hang on. I want to go here. I want to go to friendlies. Yeah. Here we are. We haven't been in this classroom in a minute. Look, Truthless is still here. This is how long it's been since we were last in this classroom. Oh, and the cure cancer thing is still here also. We did cure cancer. Us, personally. No, we didn't. That's how long it's been since we were in this room, accidentally. Hi! Hello! Look! This is gonna be me eventually. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, I drew myself in a couple of styles. This was Peanut style. I think I kind of knocked out of the park on this one. This one's very cute. This one turned out very well. There was a Total Drama Island one that I had drawn, which I thought was also very slay. It's weird seeing me tall, though. I feel like I wouldn't draw myself with these proportions if I were to redraw myself for Total Drama Island. I'd probably draw myself much shorter. The legs are, like, really long, even though I know that style trends towards long legs. I would have made myself closer to one of, like, the shorter proportion characters, maybe. Proportions are a bit criminal. The proportions are wild in this in this series. The shoulders are just like a flat tangent straight across, like the legs are like arcing lines. They're definitely very interesting, but I think I did a decent job. I feel like it's recognizably that style enough. I feel like the hands are kind of right. Their arms are really long also. Love when they have flat tabletop heads. They do, but I couldn't figure out a way to do it for me because I've got my onion. Am I taller than usual? Do you guys usually not get to see my onion? Is my onion usually not visible behind my text? I guess it's possible. I feel like I'm too big right now. Weird. Anyways, thanks, that helps. Thank you, Thrive. Also, I will have a little snack. I have pretzel chip, and I will have... Oops. Hang on. I will not be having pretzel chip. I will instead be trying to put my microphone back. I hope that wasn't too loud. My mic just fell out of its holder, which was really cool. Surprised you didn't try using Beth for you. I think Beth may have been one of my sources for it, but you know what? Back when I drew this, I wasn't 2.0 EG yet, and I may have still been in the mindset of making myself like a regularly proportioned person, like a 6 heads tall person instead of a 4.5. Now I'm a little guy, so yeah. Still no fish crackers? Well, actually, I don't have fish crackers right now, but I do have cheddar squares. I can eat those, maybe. I can eat a cheddar square, maybe. You just have to deal with me opening it. Potentially, but yeah, Total Drama Island, EG. Cool, cute. There were more. Where are the other ones? Do I have them? Nope, not in there. Where are they? Art, style challenge. Oh, I tried to draw myself as a Smiling Friends character. I don't think I understood at this point in time that other characters don't look like this in Smiling Friends. I didn't realize that Pim's eyes being different sizes is because he just has like an eye that is not the same size. His eyes aren't actually the same size. This is just Pim. I don't think I understood the design of that show clearly enough, because I think when I was drawing this, like 2 or 3 episodes had released. And I think that was it. So I did not know how to draw a homunculus. This was kind of... It kind of slays, but it's kind of... Is this not right? Yeah, its style is very random. This is a Pim Squeiji cosplay. Hi, Isekai Jack, gonna lurk. Enjoy your lurking. I almost said a different word, and I don't know why. I almost goofed up. Smiling Friends is definitely all over the place. It is. Yeah, this is just a Pim edit, I guess, of me. Whoop, that's a spoiler. Hang on. Of what I'm drawing today. I had attempted to start drawing myself in a Kingdom Hearts style, but I really got confused trying to figure out how to do my hair in this style. I nailed the face. The face is like spot on, but I really did not get much further. Fuamoko Pim edits? Oh my god. That sounds kind of funny. I did see, was it Marine? Hosho Marine as Alan, I think also, which was really funny. This didn't quite work. The head size doesn't make sense for the body size either. I didn't really flesh that one out all the way. There were a couple other ones I started. Oh, I started making a Dragon Ball one, but I would not do it this way if I did Dragon Ball again. I would instead just do Akira Toriyama and draw myself the way they draw in Chrono Trigger. Because I don't know if this one works quite well for me either. Also, I'm being really ambitious today. My previous ones were half bodies. Or a couple of them were. I'd started drawing myself or attempting to draw myself in the Soul Eater art style. I didn't get very far with that one either. But today I'm going to probably theoretically get further drawing myself in some other styles. Because I picked ones that are more like the type of thing that I like drawing. There's certain styles I enjoy more. So we are going to do a Sonic style one because low-key, this is just the way I draw bodies. I realized my body drawing style, my anatomy style, is kind of just Sonic. Even though my hands are maybe a little bit smaller and like the legs are a little bit longer, I just draw Sonic bodies. I didn't know that. How did I do that? Perfect already? Okay, but like I have to be an animal still and like I need an outfit and like gloves and socks and stuff. So we'll flesh this out. Yeah, we're gonna debate about what animal I should be. That'll happen. We're gonna do a Pokemon EG. It looks like I'm naked right now because I put my hair on. I put the hair on just for the thumbnail. This is just the PNG I use of my hair when I don't feel like drawing it. I drew this hair. This hair was drawn. And then we're gonna have a Splatoon EG. Oh, I didn't draw the other arm. Whoops. I'll draw another arm, but like I feel like I'd be a good squid because Shroomates I think have already drawn me as an Octoling, but I don't know if there's a squid EG out there yet. Yeah, probably do Mega Man pretty easily. Yeah, like Mega Man would be right up my alley too. I could be like a Mega Man, like boss or something. This one's giving Dirtifiers? What do you mean dirt? Miraculous references. Miraculous. How do I get one of the funny little shroom folks on the bottom? Oh, that's actually a great question. They're on my like information page on Twitch where you can customize them. They are stream avatars. Shroomates, where do you find it? Where is it? Where is it? Squid EG was just shortened to Squeegee. Kinda, yeah. Also, the proportioning in Splatoon drives me nuts. I had such a hard time trying to figure out what is going on with the body. Splatoon characters have really long torsos, really long arms. Their feet are smaller than I thought they were. Their heads are huge. And the proportioning that they use when they're in-game models versus concept art is completely different. They use a completely different proportioning style for them. Where like, they have much more like natural human proportions in all the concept art than they do in the game. Yeah, they're a little loose with them. So I kind of went for something between. I might make the head smaller still, but we'll get into that. I'm not disrespecting the Splatoon style. I would never do that. No, I would not. No. Do you think your character is still in low poly height? It shouldn't be, but like, yeah, I don't feel like I'm the right height right now, which is strange. No, yeah, this is correct. This is right. Peculiar. Low-key, my head is already kind of Splatoon shaped too. I might make my eyes bigger and friendlier. Mushroom woman or man? Mush non-binary. Yeah, so hang on. I think we are going to start with Sonic because I had the most fun drawing this pose. I drew Yam and Ocus. Whoops, that's a different version of the pose. I drew Yam and Ocus in this style over a year ago also. Look at Yam, all that. Where's Ocus? There's Ocus. And I think I got some things right for the style, but not everything. I think they feel way too stiff the way I lined them for this style. I think their legs are too wide. I don't think I really don't think Sonic draws the legs this wide very often. Yeah, I nailed the coloring. I know how they do their coloring style. But I think I made the legs too thick, heads too small, perhaps? But I do have a little practice in this one, so I was able to very quickly make an EG. I had 2 poses. I didn't like that pose. We'll go with this pose. Yeah. Be funny if you made yourself a horse because of Uma Musume. You know, I could be a horse. What animal will I be? And I will say, people who are saying that I should be the plant alien, no, I cannot be the plant alien because you know what? Mushrooms are more closely related to people and to animals than they are to plants. So for me to be the plant girl would actually be a step further away. It doesn't work. It doesn't quite work. Live EG horse reaction, yeah. Did you know that? I'm more closely related to you than... I'm trying to think of a plant VTuber. What plant VTubers are there? There's a lot of them. They're out there. Yeah, something seems wrong with my scaling. My ears feel really big, and the fact that we can't see them doesn't seem right. Is this just supposed to be higher, maybe? I'll just move this higher for now until I figure out what's wrong. I feel like I'm tall, weirdly. I don't know. We critiqued a plant-themed one before. Oh, I think we have. Are you accidentally in long EG mode? I don't think I am in long EG mode. This is like my regular, I've got my presets. Like this is normal. This is normal. This is normal. Toothless, get out of the way. So that just means this is normal. And we may have just been used to me having that on top of me for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Wozami from Niji. Yeah, I am more closely related to you than Rosami Sama from Niji Sanji is. Truth. Yes. But yeah, we need to pick an animal. I'm gonna keep sliding proportions around just like a little bit because I'm not content with the hair either. Because the other thing I have to figure out is what the hell is my hair if I am in other universes? Like, Splatoon's easy. I'm a squid, and the shape just kind of solves itself. It just makes sense, right? But like in Pokemon, they don't have characters that have mushroom hair. That's not a thing they have. So, why? What does my hair do? Do I just give myself like a frick butt bob or something? Voting for Echidna. Your hair is a style. I mean, it is, but it's just kind of like a frick butt bob. I feel like it doesn't look as slay if I'm not it. I don't know. Just be a Pokemon. Just draw myself as Marini, maybe. Ditto pretending to be a human. Oh, wait, missed opportunity. I totally could have drawn myself for this in the Ditto trainer style, which may have been better for me as EG. Maybe we scrap this. Maybe we just draw me as Ditto trainer, because then the hair can be kind of like gooey and gloopy and non-humanous, and that will be better. Hang on. Tied to a Pokemon's hair design. If we're doing a Pokemon reference, it's definitely Marini. Without a doubt, it's gonna be Marini. You can't stop me. But the moral of today is you can't force me to be a mushroom, apparently. I want to be an animal, and I want to be a Pokemon that is not a mushroom for some reason. I guess I'm just this way. Also, I should be on top here. There we go. Up for Ditto style. Okay, we'll do Ditto style after we do this. Where's my hair? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Oh, it's on my head. There we go. Gonna just reshape my hair a little bit. Because I feel like the thing that I'm misremembering about the Sonic art style is that Sonic characters don't really have all that rounded of edges all the time. They tend to be a lot sharper than how I drew myself here. They tend to be quite sharp, even. Ditto pretending to be a human, pretending to be a Marini. Yeah, we're gonna add layers to this. We're gonna make this functionally impossible, is what we're gonna do. Origami SB, thank you for following, I appreciate it. Character depth. Yeah, it's just called adding layers to a concept. That's all I'm doing. I'm just adding layers. I should open a Sonic character to look at while I do this, though. Because if I'm remembering how Sonic characters look correctly, like, I feel like I almost have to go like this for these pieces because Sonic characters are really, really sharp. Their edges don't have a lot of roundness to them. You just grab a bunch of Sonic characters. That's what it sounds like when you type and you're Squeegee. Sonic characters. I should learn how to mimic styles. It seems really fun. It is quite fun. Yeah, here, this is a good layout of a ton of characters. And I will probably be talking a little bit through how I'm doing it, which is just sort of observing how things are handled. Well, that might be a little too big. Hang on, put this like over here maybe? Oh, and I want to draw Gary as a Chow also while we're here also at some point. Wouldn't that be so cute? Gary Chow. He can just be a little guy. Hi. Hi, Expirat. How are you? Chow, right? Right. Wouldn't that be really cute? But here, let's do a little bit of analysis on this art style together. We can just zoom in and look at them. And I know there is a variety of eras in Sonic and the way that they draw proportions.
Yes, please make me a chow. I would like to eat Chaos Drive's smiley face.
Smiley face. Gary, I'll permit this. I'll permit this if you're a Chow. That is something that is what Chows do, so I'd be willing to accept it for you. Rhyming. Wow. So cute. Right? He'd be really cute. But yeah, so to observe the style, it seems like hair is always really sharp. You see Amy's hair, always really sharp. Even Blaze's hair is sharp. Or Blair? Blaze the cat. Hang on, my brain is dying for a second. Is this even a real hedgehog? I feel like this isn't. Rouge the bat. I'm losing my mind. I'm thinking of Blair from Soul Eater for some reason, who is their, appeal designed character. But yeah, they have really sharp shapes in their hair, kind of across the board always, it seems like. And the hair tends to be really exaggerated in its overall shape. Oh wait, I see what you mean, Billy, with going for an echidna, because the hair is sort of similar to how my hair is handled. Although I feel like they're using it as like almost an analog for dreads, which might be a little bit weird for me. I'm not a dreads wearing person. Hello from Cuba. Hi, hello from the Shroom State. Green one was a real one. I think an evil Sonic that ended up retconned or forgotten. There's a green Sonic who's in the one TV show, but it's not this one, I don't think. I feel like it's a different looking one. I don't know. Sonic Underground was him having a band and 2 siblings, apparently. Oh. Noted. I see. Crocodile. What if I was like, don't they have a... Oh, what is it called? They have a chameleon, don't they? Who's the chameleon? I feel like I'd be a good lizard. Manic and Sonia. Manic. Funky. Manic the Hedgehog? Oh, don't know. Green one was Sonic's brother in a TV show too. Espio? Espio the pink one. Yeah, give me... Oh, wait, but I don't know if that actually looks enough like me, the way that they stylize it. You see how they have like a really strong brow, really sharp protrusion from the forehead, and the head is a really specific shape. I don't know. Oh, I could be an insect. We could restyle the top of my head, my little onion on top, to be like little antennas, maybe? Be like Charmy and make your helmet the mushroom also small proportions. Maybe. I was looking earlier at a list of all the species in this, and I think the other thing we're gonna run into with me is that my hair is two-tone. My hair is one color on the inside and a different color on the outside. But technically, the way all of these guys work, their hair is not hair. Their hair is just like attached to them like this. It's like not a separated object. Rain FCKER, thank you for following me. I appreciate it. Honey the cat, how should they do right by you? Who? The Dr. Eggman species? I don't think I'd be an Eggman. I'm not even a man. But yeah, okay, so step 1. Hair has to be connected to the head because it's technically what your flesh is. Oh, but this is gonna get like weird with the fact that mine's two-tone underneath. What does my skin color become? here? Is it just white? It would look like silver. 2 green hedgehogs. There's Scourge and Manic. Interesting. How deep into obscure characters would you go for potential references? I don't care. It can be obscure. As long as they look Sonic style like, that's probably fine. I just need to re-stylize my hair a little bit because I made it really round. And I don't think that's how they would do it. Honey the cat. Oh, wait. Here's a question. What if I was like a lop-eared rabbit? Although I don't know what that would make sense of this as being. And like Amy just gets to have hair. But like I could be a rabbit maybe with like just like long sides maybe? Potentially? Like cream? I don't know. Blue Dragon, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Let me get Cream the Rabbit in here because she's right there. She's got like a big nice shaper on the back of her eyes, which I could use as the stand-in for my blush. And then I'd have to just connect my eye sockets down all the way instead of having them be like the sort of half thing. Also, I gave myself a goofy nose. I don't know why I did that. That's not the way noses are drawn in Sonic style, I don't think. Hang on, let's do a little bit of facial reconstruction. Thimble Stitch, welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed your rotation. I hope you enjoy continuing to rotate with us. Cream ears break a bit. Oh, you're right. Cream's ears don't necessarily make the most sense either. Would it be crazy for these to be ears, maybe? Maybe they have to be ears, and then we just allow this to be weird hair. I feel like my hairstyle actually doesn't lend itself that well to Sonic. It's like kind of confusing. Blaze has hair that's like mine, but doesn't have this like front bit where it's pulled back. So like maybe I just also don't have it. Maybe I just have a forehead. And then that's just like at the back of it. Like if I like round my head out, essentially. And then like move that down. These can be ears and then that'll read more directly as hair, perhaps? You know? Black ears and a white hat / helmet to simulate the drips. Oh, that would be interesting. I was, there's a lot of interesting ideas here for how to handle me. I'm a little complicated for this because I'm already not a person. Well, I'm kind of a person, maybe, dependably. People don't know that Cream's ears are backwards. They are. My ears are gonna be forwards. Oh, but then like, what's her face? The raccoon. She just has hair. And her ears are just doing their own entirely different thing. Wait, would this be too crazy? Would this be too crazy? What if this is hair a la the way this fella has hair, and these are not ears, but I only have 2 things up here, and those are ears that are being gathered together in a ponytail. Would that be too crazy? That's Styx. Oh, Styx. I know she's in the show, but I don't know much about her. I don't know. Let's try it and see how that looks. Because I feel like that's an interesting concept, right? Having... Hang on, wait, hang on. Remove this. Don't need that anymore. I feel like there has to be characters somewhere that already do that, right? But I feel like that would require making it much bigger and much more on top of my head. Edie's trying to break reality. I'm really trying to figure out how to make sense of me. Depends on what type of animal you're going for. If I'm going for a rabbit, and I go like this. Whoops, that's not the thing I want to use. Miss Loon VT, thank you for following. I appreciate it. If I go like this, and then make these ears, as opposed to being onions. And then like this is like where the two-toning comes in, because we can see the inside and the outside of it. And we don't have 3. Then I will have to find some way to show that they're like gathering off the side of the head. Right? Question mark? Question mark, question mark, question mark. There, like there's the other ear. Hang on, this has to come way over. Like that, probably. Why is my brush size so small for this right now? Why is it so small? Like this, and then... How would I make sense of that, I wonder? Chinchilla or a mouse? Maybe. Although, honestly, with the way that Cream's ears work, this is totally sensible for a rabbit. Like, this would not be that far-fetched, because Cream's ears just don't really attach to the front of her head anyway. I just make them, like, a little bit longer so that they look like, truly, like, rabbit ears, but, like, I feel like that kind of almost works. Am I crazy? I feel like this is almost a solution. And then, like, the hair doesn't have to connect as high up. The hair could connect, like, here, maybe, because it does seem like a lot of characters have their hair that doesn't go all the way up their head, although that one kind of does. This fella just has a completely two-toned hair. Could also be an overgrown mold, like an Eggman experiment. Ring-tailed lemur? Why would I be a lemur? Wait. We're overlooking the most obvious answer here, and I'll get to that in 1 second. I feel like there's an obvious answer here that we did not consider. But Miss Loon, I've been watching you from the start. You really inspire me. Working on a character design for a future VTuber right now, and your videos have been really helping me. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. I'm glad you've been enjoying them. I'm so happy I could help you. What the heck? Pink-haired one is like a DeviantArt OC. Oh, is this not a real character? I see. Hang on. Bear with me here. Panda. Panda. Why am I not a panda? Literally the only thing that I have that is an animal that exists about me is a panda. Zany completely designed me a fursona that is a panda. Because then that would make, well, that still doesn't make sense of my hair, really. But, like, I feel like panda would be not a bad option. Like, I could have my little, like, bear ears on here. Are there bears? Is there a panda Sonic character? Panda? Is that a thing that exists? Pand-EG? Oh, there's not. There are no pandas in Sonic. But is this too far-fetched then, if they don't have one that's this animal, or does it matter that much? If it doesn't exist, because, like, I can go, like, kind of like how Styx has, like, little sharp bits for ears. Mighty the Armadillo's goofy, just found him. He is syle. There's a number of, like, real whimsical designs. Quite a few folks in Sonic that are the only rep for their species. No, reality allows freedom to interpret it. Okay. So, what I'm hearing is that I'm gonna go like this, and I think I'm gonna be a panda. Because then I can also, like two-tone the inside of my ears too, to be like, oh wait, but this isn't gonna work either because pandas have dark ears, don't they? It would have to be like that almost? I don't know about this. The rabbit option I feel like is almost better. I'm being indecisive. The rabbit option is more clever with the way that I'm using my onion. So therefore there's a part of me that kind of wants to figure out if I can make it work. Like, I don't know. Panda, full black ears. Yeah, but like that's kind of a problem where like I don't have like a good line to cut on the head to make the ears black without making them kind of weird. I feel like the rabbit almost still works better. Stan you, thank you for following, I appreciate it. Oh, you know what? I should probably be in the art category, shouldn't I? I'm not doing things usually where I'm the one drawing, but I probably should be in art, shouldn't I? I hate the thing for art. I hate the thing that Twitch made for it, but it makes sense. Sonic characters don't have eyebrows, do they? Probably. Yeah, probably. Sonic characters don't have eyebrows, which is making this already a little uncanny. I feel like my head's too tall now that I've done all of this. Let's like make it a little shorter maybe? I can be one of the characters that has like a wider head. Like, there's a couple of them that are more wide than they are tall. I feel like a little bit like a Blaze knockoff. So I was with a white animal that has black gloop splattered on the design. I could just add the ink back in because I could just continue to be a printmaker in Sonic's universe. I don't have to be just a creature. I can have a profession, I'm sure. I think they would allow that in Sonic. They might even encourage it. Right? There's characters that have like professions in Sonic, right? Where there's like a thing that they're known for doing. Perhaps? The bangs. Yeah, the fact that I don't have bangs is kind of funny right now. But like, Sonic characters don't have bangs. Most of them don't, at least. Pretty sure every Sonic character has a thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a thing too. What should my a thing be? Because it could be mushrooms, it could be printmaking. What is my a thing? What's wrong with the art category? The image that they have to like promote the category on Twitch, I believe was made by an AI, unfortunately. They changed a bunch of their like, whatchamacallit, their like category covers? This was a while ago too. This is a long time ago. But when they changed them, the art category and like a couple other ones got modified and were kind of done with AI potentially. They may have updated it since then. I am unaware. So don't quote me, I may be wrong, but originally it was very obviously not drawn by a real person. The frame had like a lot of detail in it that just didn't make sense. And I wasn't very happy about it. What about Knuckles' hair as a reference? Where's my man Knuckles? Is he even in this image? He's not. Can I get Knuckles? Knuckles! The echidna! Oh yeah, look, this perfectly shows you just how much the proportioning style has changed in Sonic over time. Like, look at him. He used to be like 80% head, and now he's got much more body to him. Oh, he's really sharp though. Oh, maybe my head needs to come back at a little bit more of an angle, because I think this is just too much on top right now. Let's just move this back. You'll find that 80% of when I draw is just me using the liquefy tool. I am reliant on the liquefy tool. To maybe a not so useful degree. Choices of characters in that pick are interesting. I know, we've got this guy from Sonic Adventure. What's his name? Billy knows. I don't know what his name is, but he's like the thing they're creating in Sonic Adventure. Chaos? Yeah. Chaos. We have 3 different kinds of Chow. We've got an Angel Chow, a regular Chow, and a Demon or like Devil Chow. I don't remember what this one's called. We do have, oh, the Chameleon's here. We have the bird. I don't know a lot of their names. Tails. This guy, which I think is an armadillo. We've got Metal Sonic. We've got Vector. There's a lot of them. Yeah, Rouge and the robot whose names I've forgotten, but not Shadow. No Shadow. Silver is here. We have Sonic, but only the version of Sonic that is when he's powered up, right? And like, this is from a comic only, I think, or something? Like, this is an interesting assortment. But I feel like this is getting somewhere. What I might be missing with the hair is that it seems like this is like a trend almost. Do you see how with Knuckles and with also Amy, their side pieces to their hair kind of align with where their like eyebrow region is? Like, do you see right here it happening? And then Amy's same deal. Like hers like almost like tucks behind her eye. Do you see that? So that may be what I need to do for mine. Then is just like tuck it behind the eye, which is just like a little weird. Why is that how it's done? Although, can I do that? Because Cream doesn't even have hair, but Cream has like spots around her eyes. If I go like this, and then I get to have like the colored spot around my eyes, like Cream has, and then that forms the tangent that the hair connects into, that may, via the laws of cartoon physics, work. Because then this almost becomes like an eyebrow in some weird way. Almost. Most of the characters there are in the game canon, but I see a few that don't make sense there. Interesting. Okay, there's that. Here's my next question for all of you, as I am committing to being a rabbit. In Sonic, often, male characters don't wear pants. They just don't wear pants. Case in point, Silver's wearing nothing but shoes and gloves. Sonic wears nothing but shoes and gloves. Tails wears nothing but shoes and gloves. This fella's wearing a jacket, but also shoes and gloves. This fella's wearing nothing but shoes and gloves. This is a belt, but just shoes and gloves. But then when we look at feminine characters, like Amy, like Rouge, they've got a full outfit on. She's got almost a full outfit on too, like we can assume these might be pants. What do I get? Do I get pants? Do I have to wear pants? Is this gonna be like a Twitch you can't show female nipples situation? Where, what is a female nipple? I don't know. What qualifies me here? Do you Pooh Bear it? I could Pooh Bear. Pants make sense for you. Yeah, pants do kind of make sense for me because I could wear my overalls and that would make sense maybe. But, is this like cartoon censorship law? Like low-key kind of. It's like Mickey Mouse logic also. Where like Donald Duck doesn't wear pants, but Daisy does. Mickey only wears pants and is not considered to be shirtless or indecent, yet Minnie wears a full dress also. What's the truth? Overalls would be cute. Yeah, I'll probably go for my overalls because that's just the way that I am. If I'm gonna make this EG, I feel like I kind of have to do that. Woof woof pass, thank you for following. Also, stand you, did I thank you? I hope I did. Either Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse. One or the other? Okay. Wait, so what if I'm only wearing overalls? What if I don't have a shirt on? Because we've already kind of determined that the outside of my hair is gonna be the majority of my skin color, which is already kind of what my sweater is anyway. And then I could just give myself like sweater-y cuffs for sleeves. I think we're figuring this out. Also, I need to yell at me. I just sat here for God knows how long, yapping, while holding my snack in my lap that I was supposed to eat, working around it. So pardon me, let me open it. Yoink, there we go. Fresh snack. Fresh square cheddar crackers, just for me and you. EG. Yeah, yell at me, it's fine. Did you guys see, I thought this was funny. There was a post on Twitter, like, I think it was last week, where somebody was like drawing a Venn diagram of VTubers, where it's like, VTubers are either somebody who has 7 degrees and their life put together, or people who need to be handled like a Tamagotchi on stream. And I was like, oh no, I'm both. I am all of those things. I both have 2 degrees from undergrad and a master's degree, and I don't eat my snack unless you guys torture me about it, because I'll just hold it forever. Don't worry, you can tell I'm eating now. I promise, I swear, I wouldn't pretend to chew. That would be actually some next level betrayal if I was pretending to chew. I literally have a redeem called Ambergotchi. What do you do for Ambergotchi? Is that when you eat? Or like drink or stretch or do all of them? Because that also makes sense, yeah. Snacks have melted in your hands on streams in the past. Yes, literally. I have had, I think I was holding a handful of M&Ms once, and all the color melted off into my hand while I was streaming. Or like my string cheese that goes like completely terribly room temperature while I stream. Awful. Awful. Terrible. Horrible. EG's model sustained on eating air. Low-key. Like I'm a mushroom. I'm absorbing my nutrients through my roots. So I'm still having nutrient, even if you can't see it, but the human part of me does need to eat snacks still. You pretended we'd have Joby FaceTime you to check? Oh, but see, the problem with that is that my phone's on Do Not Disturb, so Joby FaceTiming me would not do anything for you or me, or Joby. I am unreachable during stream. This is a thing to know. The whole world, it kind of gets ignored for 4 hours, 3 times a week. I am focused. Phone's always on Do Not Disturb. Oh, I need to know when I get notifications though, because I can be real bad at responding to things sometimes if I don't have it in my face going, hey, hello, hi, hello, hello, to me the whole time. Oh, you know what? This actually makes it easier following Cream, because Cream is much more rounded than other characters are. So that makes it easier to adopt or adapt the EG-isms into this design, because I am really round. I'm shaped like Friend. I'm a little square, I'm a little bit dependable, but I'm mostly round. There we go. That is text and is not what I want. Hang on, try again. Nope, that's transparent. There we go. That's what I wanted. Get my ear up here. That seems pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna manage to line this one. I may try and take several of these to just like a fleshed out sketch. That's still the text tool. Instead of fully lining them, because I feel like line art is actually really boring to watch. Although maybe you guys don't agree with me on that. I think line art is kind of boring to watch, even though I love doing it. And like, I would never say this about the artists that I watch, because I'm usually not necessarily watching them to see them line, I'm listening to them yap. But like, it's just like, not that interesting. You're just tracing over things. If I'm gonna try my own version of Sonic EG, go for it. If you have different ideas about how you would Sonicify an EG, do it. Go for it. This is just my current interpretation. It may not be the best or the cleverest, but I feel like we have something here. I feel like being a rabbit is gonna benefit me in some capacity. Hang on, this needs to be like lower. I feel like this is the best way to make sense of two-tone hair that I could figure out, but if you have a better solution, I'm all ears. EG, do you have a favorite style from today? So far, when I was working on them, I had the most fun starting the Sonic one, so I think I'm going to end up voting for that. But that may also be tainted by the fact that I have drawn in the Sonic art style before, so I just feel a little bit more familiar with it than I do with the other styles. I've drawn in a Pokemon art style before, but it was so incredibly long ago that I don't think it's benefiting me anymore. I think the benefit has come and gone. And for Splatoon, I've never drawn in the Splatoon style. I actually had the hardest time trying to interpret it, which is funny because Splatoon is like the closest to just the way that I am as a shroom. It's kind of just me. I barely have to change anything. Like, the face proportions are already kind of correct. Like, there's so much that's almost right already. Oh, Cream's ears have like little points on them. If I make my ears like ever so slightly heart-shaped, so that way they're reminiscent of my like ink things, maybe that won't be so weird. If Cream's allowed to have diamond ears, I'm allowed to have slightly heart-shaped ears. I don't make the rules. I'm just following them. Give that a little bit nicer of an arc, maybe. Oh, and then like that would probably be further down. Like, that seems okay. Now I've personalized the rabbit elements to me a little bit. This is kind of thick still. Looking at Cream, looking at me, looking at Cream, looking at me. My eyes feel really wide also. Maybe my eye doesn't need to be that wide. And Cream's eyes aren't like that close together. Also, I never finished making the nose, the rabbit nose either. Okay, it's just like a little triangle essentially. I'm gonna draw it like this. Let me just see what Cream's nose actually looks like though. Cream the rabbit. Oh, I'm in caps lock. Whoops. She doesn't have a very rabbit-like nose. She just has like a cat or dog-like nose, which I guess is fine, but there we go. There's my nose. My smile was already drawn in, which I think is drawn pretty well on model. This does make my head look really wide, though. Maybe I need to pull this in just like a little bit on this side. And like slant my eye. in just a little bit. I'm like so wide. So wide. Wide EG. There we go. Okay, now make my head not a lump. Okay, that seems good. Clothes. Let me label my layers. Head. I saw a post recently on Twitter where people were like, I know you didn't actually draw the thing because real artists don't name their layers, which is not true. I name most of my layers. Most of them. Especially when I'm sketching so I can keep track of things. I name most of my layers. I don't know how you could live not naming a lot of your layers. The only things that I don't tend to name are like when I'm coloring. If I'm adding like clipping layers on top of my base color, I don't name those a lot of the time. But I name most of my layers. Clearly not live 2D artists. Also fair and true. But I think it was somebody trying to be like, oh, you definitely traced the basis of this and did not draw it yourself. And the way I can tell that is because you named your layers. My guy, I always name my layers. I am a sucker for organization. This is right arm. I'm gonna merge all my body parts, but I'm just labeling the ones that are not merged. Move this up, move these down, out of the way. There we go. So now this is gonna be outfit. Bam. If you're doing character design and you're iterating on your designs, you kind of have to label your layers also. It kind of doesn't work to not do it. It kind of doesn't work. I need to do something more with this also because like the lack of like little like little bits sticking up off of my head is kind of weird right now. Although wait, hang on. Would it make more sense to put this like that at the corner? Unclear. Oh wait, hang on. Maybe this would be like that then. So that that's clearly hair. Said you need to sharpen something. Now I'll do the outfit. I'm like still trying to think my way through this a little too hard. Hang on, erase that, erase that. There we go, okay. Now I do just kind of have a frick butt bob, don't I? Finished horse event, can focus on watching now. Was it an Uma event? I hope you were enjoying Uma event. I have barely played Uma Musume in the last couple of months, unfortunately, just because I haven't had time for it. My only critique for the make a new track, or whatever they end up calling it, track blazer, is just that, like, takes too long to do a run. I don't mind it. I don't find it to be that tedious of a mode. It just takes too long, so then I can't, like, do other things, essentially, with my evening. And when I am an EG who has very limited time, it is very difficult to find time for it, unfortunately. How do people live not naming layers? Having to click around to find what you need constantly? Specifically, you're trying to separate a model to rig later. I imagine this is maybe people who are not doing it for VTubing. They're not drawing VTuber models where you, like, have to label things properly, otherwise you'll get lost. But, like, again, I don't actually know. Let's see, so like this will sit off the body maybe a little bit. I'm not having sleeves, but I am gonna have gloves that are gonna have like sweater like patterning happening on them. Because I think that feels right for me. So like if it goes like that'll be correct. I should exaggerate it more because I think I've made it too small for how they make it in Sonic style. Although maybe it's not that small, just maybe a little bigger. The problem is I want to exaggerate to my heart's content also, but I have to be sort of faithful to how this works. And I hate doing that. I just want to draw things big and chunky and oversized to some capacity. But I'm learning, I'm practicing. I have to be good. I have to be good. spend so much time clicking through layer visibility to see what is what when I don't name them. I know, it eats up so much more time if you don't name your layers too. So take it from me. Name your layers. If you have a couple layers that are kind of inconsequential, that aren't named, that'll be okay, probably. But it'll be better if you name things mostly. The hand clipping through the orb is sending me. Just a little bit of fingies. Oh no, this is a little bit horrifying. A little disturbing even, maybe. I bet you saying that wasn't you asking me to do it, to show it. Hang on, so with overalls, I want a pocket. I'm not gonna put my stupid things on the side because I feel like that's too much detail for Sonic style. Sonic style doesn't tend to have that much detail. I should, however, make my boots really big. Like, this will be one boot. And then oh, maybe I'll make them shorts. Usually what I end up doing when I'm drawing myself in like really small proportions, just so that I can have shoes that kind of make some semblance of sense, is that I will not give myself normal overalls. I give myself overall shorts so that way I can have a gap between the shorts and the sock. So that way we get like a big exaggerated area where the shorts are, like here essentially, maybe? Like up here, so then we can have a leg. So like there's the shorts, and then like the sock will be like real big down in this area then, on top of the shoe. And then I'll have some leg between it, right? Overall shorts are cute, right? The fact that my summer outfit, hee spoilers, my summer outfit that may or may not exist and may or may not have been drawn at least 3 different times over the course of 2 years, never in any point in time ever contained overall shorts is kind of funny. But at the same time, if I'm gonna make myself a whole new outfit, it does make sense for me to just make it wholly different. Oh, hello, we've been raided. Hello, welcome in, raiders. Hey, Shroomates, can you rotate for the raiders, please, if you'd be so kind? Hi, I'm Squiiji. I'm a freelance artist Fungi. I'm also an art educator. Usually we do character design, VTuber design, art critiques, and things like that around here. Today I'm trying to draw myself in a couple art styles. I'm making myself a Sonic character right now, but I will also potentially be making myself a Pokemon character and maybe also a Splatoon at some point, maybe. Unclear. But hi, mods, thank you for getting the shout out. Also, ADHD Alien, what were you up to? How was your stream? It appears you may have been doing art today, perhaps. Your model's amazing, thank you. I made it myself. I'm also a 3D modeler on top of being a character designer. I wear many hats. I wear a lot of hats. We stay busy, but hi, welcome in. Rubenot, thank you for following, I appreciate it. Let me say hi to everybody who appeared here. Oh, let's see if I scroll back just a second there. Tie Neck, Carbon Dated Soda, Halftone Tony, Gayworks Productions, Seroket, Silent Tremor, Kawaii Nakamata, hi. Hello, welcome in. Hatoful EG, not bird though. Yeah, no, not bird. Oh look, there's one of my many hats. Cooking like a chef, I'm a 5-star Michelin. I think is that a Stray Kids song? I think that's a song I know through my siesta, perhaps, but yeah. Mushroom, let's go, yeah, I am in fact a mushroom, this is true. I'm an inky cat mushroom, I'm not just any mushroom. And now I'll stand here in front of you like a hat shish kebab while they stack more and more hats on me. Wahoo! Let's go! But what were you up to? How was your arting? If you would like to share with us what you drew, we do something around here called art tax. Oh lordy. Yep, more hats. Okay, now I'm Halloween themed. It'll be okay. But if you want to share with us what you were arting, we do something called art tax around here. I saw some of the Shroomates sending it already as an ask. If you'd like to, you are welcome to share. Don't feel like you have to. Don't feel like I'm intimidating you into it, but if you want to, we would love to snoop, if you'd be so kind. The spin time, the outfit changed perfectly. Yeah, I did like a magical NB transformation. Yeah. So pretty, thanks. I did finish one panel today. 1 sec. Discord link, okay? Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Give me a Discord link. I'll keep an eye out. But also, if you and your fellas need to do things like eating and drinking and snork me-me-meing, please take care of your health. If you want to stick around and hang out, you are welcome to do so. You're welcome to help me try and figure out how to make myself into Sonic. Not Sonic himself, but like a Sonic character. But if you need to do the post-stream care and things like that, go for it. I'm on mobile. What are your preferred pronouns? They, them. I am non-binary, just like mushrooms. Mushrooms don't have gender. They actually have a lot of gender, but not in a binary sense. They have hundreds of genders. I don't know if thousands, but definitely hundreds of genders, which is very cool. That is why I am one. Right now I'm an OG oyster mushroom witch, also in case you were trying to figure out what's going on. Gotta go fast. Oh, but see, that's the problem. Maybe I could use to take a little bit more inspiration. Ah, Moobot. Jostle Moobot, jostle him. Shake him real hard, jostle him. Moobot, how dare you? How could you? Moobot. Mean, evil. No, you're good. Don't even apologize. Moobot is not supposed to grab Discord links. Moobot's supposed to be allowing Discord links. Evil. We literally have an emote for this because it happens so much where I'm like, yeah, send me a link. And Moobot says, isn't there someone you forgot to ask? Here we go. Let's see. Bam. There we go. Here's the panel from ADHD Alien. And because it has become so common for my open wound to be poked, I don't notice when I'm in a relationship that keeps poking me and proving my worth. Oh, and poking me? Oh yeah, improving my worth. Oh, lettering not done. Fair. They are definitely poking the wound. I see that. Very tonally sad a little bit, which I imagine aligns well with the words, but like the blue coloring does help a lot, yeah. It's about feeling like you have to prove your worth instead of being loved for just existing. Man, if that ain't relatable a little bit. Man, if that ain't just a little bit relatable. It's rough though, which is fair. Do not poke wounds, they may become infected. I think that would be the moral of the story of what this comic is probably getting at also, potentially. Yeah, big mood. But this is sick. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Roommates, can you say thank you? I see you guys eating the art, but like, I don't know if they know what that means. You should maybe say thank you or like clap. Those are normal ways of interacting with other, I would say humans, but you're an alien. So like, I'm not human and you're not human. So maybe none of us are normal or human here, perhaps. But that's a normal way of thanking someone for something is maybe clapping. Thanks for sharing. Of course. Thank you for rating in. I appreciate it. Roommates, if you are interested in checking out perhaps the rest of ADHD Alien's comic work. Gotta work. Gotta make money, make purse. Good use of English language. I'm doing great. If you would like to check out the rest of their work, I would say it is worth doing so. They do make some very nice comics. I believe I've seen your stuff around before, which is cool. Literally my favorite artist ever. ADHD Alien? Hell yeah. You can eat the art, it's tasty. Noted. Thank you for giving us permission to eat someone else's art that is not yours. How do I run into so many witches? I'm not usually a witch. Not usually. Just for special occasions. Perhaps. Maybe. Just special occasions. But yeah. Yeah. Come back to the icon ADHD Alien in chat. Hi. Definitely not also my girlfriend. Ah, I see. I see. Makes sense. But thank you for submitting your art to us. Thank you also for rating in. We'll take good care of your fellows. You're welcome to stick around if you would like to. I'm struggling a little bit. Oh, but these are the fellows who I have also drawn. Not today, but I was Total Drama Island at one point. I was Peanuts at one point. I'm on fire now, which is totally fine. Oh, I didn't even open my Cookie Run Kingdom one, too. I drew myself in the Cookie Run Kingdom style, too, and I forgot to show that at the start of stream. Where is it? I made myself a little cookie. I'm a 4-star cookie? 3-star cookie? I forget what the rarity is. I'm just rare. I'm not that fancy, but look at me. I'm a little guy. I'm Inky Cap Cookie. I am the printmaking cookie. These are so good. Thanks. I love doing style mimic practice. I teach graphic noveling, so it's one of the assignments I give my students, so I have to practice it so that I can make sure I do good demos for them when I teach it also. Yeah, Do not eat the cookie. Yeah, don't eat this cookie. It will make you sick to your stomach. Not edible. At all. Not even slightly edible. Not even close. But yeah. Don't forget to drink the rest of the day. Yeah, do make sure you drink your beverages at some point during the day. That is good. E.g., what would you say are the best resources / exercises for improving at anatomy? Figure drawing, but done really, really incredibly quickly. I haven't done a figure drawing day recently, but the best way that I was able to practice figure drawing, and the way that I practice figure drawing most, is by drawing like croquis or like thumbnails, where you get a random pose and you have maybe a maximum of 15 seconds to draw it. And you draw 10 of those that way. And then you have to try and draw it in 30 seconds. You get a little more time. And then you inch it up slowly to maybe like a minute and then 5 minutes. But what happens is when you're trying to draw a figure so quickly, it forces you to focus on like big shapes, overarching movement in the form, all those kinds of things. So that would be my advice to you. Yeah. One of those silicone icing mixers? What? What are you talking about? Silicone icing. Oh. In this? No. Where'd it go? I closed it. My Cookie Run Kingdom EG. No! These are printmaking tools! It is a spatula that you could use for cooking, but we use this in printmaking. We use those in printmaking. This is a squeegee. This is me. This isn't me. This is the parasitic creature that controls me. Also, hi Spree, how are you? Hello. Should I include figure drawings in my portfolio? Yes! A million times yes, if you can prove that you have a solid grasp on anatomy, on human anatomy. Also, if you can prove you have a solid grasp on animal anatomy too. If you can show that you have that type of skill, that does go well in portfolios. Especially if you have some that are like more fleshed out, some that are in like a sketchier mode. It's showing practice, which is something they want to see. They want to see you investing your own time into artwork outside of school, if possible. So like how many in pages? Ooh, that does depend significantly on how many pages your whole portfolio is and what the school is and what their requirement is as far as length goes. So like the students who I would say have done favorably with having like figure studies essentially in their portfolio are ones who have Hi, I hope you can accept me. This is what I really look like. I'm gonna pretend it's not happening and I'm gonna focus. I say as if that's even possible for me. The fellas who tend to be the most successful with having those things in their portfolio usually have like a couple pages of things that are fully rendered, a couple pages of things that are showing like sketch and development also, but like it does vary. About 20 to 30 in total, including non-finished stuff. Oh, okay, so they're giving you a lot. That's a pretty big portfolio. I would say 20 out of those 30 should be completed or like near complete works. 10 of those pieces can be things where it's showing, oh, I did investigation into drawing the human form, or investigation into drawing dogs and a bunch of poses, or just here's a bunch of studies I did so I could become really familiar with drawing hands. I will warn you, don't do that with eyeballs. For some reason, the old heads that are going through portfolios really do not like seeing eye studies, and maybe that is because like drawing a page full of eyes is an art cliche. It's on some level. It's still something that is good to learn to draw. Like, it's not a bad thing to practice. So maybe as long as you're not just doing that. About 2 to 2/3 should be mostly completed stuff. Yeah, I would say so, yes. Also, Halftone Tony, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Getting some weird Dutch ads. Oh, interesting. I do not control the ads that appear, although I can limit what topics they are giving us. We have had some weird ads that relate to things I've talked about on stream before, though, which might be interesting. Hang on, do I go for, like, super short shorts? This is a little bit maybe too evenly spaced, although is it actually? Maybe it's not? I'm second-guessing my shorts. Hadn't seen this one yet? Yeah, I'm working on this. Or do you mean the ad? Gotten a few horse cloning ads on Twitch. Horse cloning? Who in the world does Twitch think their audience is that they're giving you horse cloning ads? Hey, Shroomates, are any of you in the horse duplication market? Anyone got a couple $1,000s that could be used to clone a horse? Well, Twitch wants you to spend that money with their particular horse cloning service. Pet cloning? Spree, we are in the dystopia of the future. I still feel like cloning is not a thing that we can do all that, like, ethically. That's insane that you're getting ads for that. How wild. I had told Twitch to not show ads for medical things, though. And I would say that in my book, that qualifies as medical. So I may have a little bit of a bone to pick with, John Twitch himself about that. I don't want to have to look at that kind of stuff. We're having a silly, funny stream. We should not be thinking about medical things at the moment, perhaps. Cloning Umas, I'd be down. Yeah, I get a Taiki shuttle, and you get a Taiki shuttle, and you get a Taiki shuttle, and you get a Taiki shuttle. We all get our own Taiki shuttle. Although, again, I feel like, even though I'm joking, that still sounds too disturbing to me. I don't want that for her. I want better for her. Why is there red on here? Why did I do that? That's so strange. Carbonated soda, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Right? Yeah, no. Very strange. Make it seem like they were bringing your actual dog? That is horrible and terrible and disturbing and thumbs down. I don't like that at all. What's wrong with them? That's not a thing that you say to people. Excuse me? Only cloning anime characters is allowed. I would say, I don't even know if that's allowed. I don't know if I would even permit that. Hang on, I should make this come off the front of my body just a little bit, perhaps. I hear that's good for silhouette. Who told me that? Me. I'm the one who said it originally. Give me 10 Hishi Amazons, let's see what will happen. What do you mean? Are you gonna make them all race each other? This is like the, what was it? The tracks in, oh, which race was that? Where it was nothing but Christmas Oguri Cap of Doom. That's all I'm thinking of having heard that, is the Christmas Oguri Cap of Doom. 18 clones of Oguri Cap just against herself. Was that maybe that was that one long race we had. I don't know. Acquired a spoonful of Nutella, what'd I miss? Just a brief conversation about how cloning animals should not be a thing being advertised, maybe. Woman on TikTok cloned her cat because it was gonna pass away. Spent like $5,000 on it? That's so strange to me. That's so strange to me. Enjoy spending the time with your cat that you have while you can. Cloning them, that's not the same cat. I'm sorry to break it to you. That's just an entirely different guy. He's not the same. It's like they came back but worse, or came back but a little bit to the left, like necromancy thing, but like came back but not actually. Ooh, wait, you know what I should do? My computer just like totally lagged out for a second. Save your art, shroommates. If any of you are drawing while I'm drawing, save your art. Please, I'm begging. Can we change topics? Yes, we can. Absolutely. Oh, Kawaii Nakamata, thank you for following, and Woof Woof Pass, thank you for subscribing. I'm honored that you'd use your Prime sub on little old me, because you only get one of those. I hope you enjoy your rotation. All for necromancy? See, I feel like necromancy still has debatable, not even just logistics, but like debatable morals. But I guess in those types of worlds, morality is like not a concern if we're in the D&D verse where necromancy occurs. I don't think anyone's gonna fight you about it happening. Who would fight a necromancer? They could beat you in a fight and then bring you back and then beat you again. It's like a never-ending cycle of horror and loss, essentially. E.g., is your eye twitching or is it just your model? I think it's just my model. I don't think my eye's twitching. Although, like, I'm moving way slower than usual right now, and I am not sure why. Let me close a couple of browser pages and see if that helps. I hear not having as many things open is good for you on your computer. I've heard this before. I can't quite sign off on it because it still seems like it's not I'm not running that well. What happened? Stream's not ready to be back from the break? Apparently. I don't know what's up. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I do know what's up. You know what's up is probably that I have 15 canvases open and like this is big, this is kind of big, this is also kind of big, this is also kind of big. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I got a couple frames back. That's probably what it is. Man, I do need to upgrade my computer, don't I? Yeah. Every time I draw something, Clip Studio will just randomly save to the cloud and it acts like it's gonna crash. Oh, I see. That's not very kind of it. I wish it didn't do that to you. Let's see, here's my outfit. I feel like I should be able to see like the back of my overalls, like around the side of the body also. Get a little more silhouette in here, because the silhouette is like not incredible right now. That's okay. Turn off the cloud. Yeah, my Clip Studio does not save the cloud at all. Yeah, see, look at that. Do you see? I'm shaking my head and it's like my eyes are tracking, but my head isn't. Strange, peculiar, unusual. PC's out of storage space. Mine has some space. Mine has 50 gigs still, but that's because most of the stuff I have on my computer is offloaded. It's not actually being stored on my computer. It's being stored on external solid state drives or external hard drives. That was at too steep of an angle. That seems a little bit better. I feel like I made this just like a little too thick. Although, level of detail. I feel like Sonic characters wouldn't be this detailed, low-key. But I don't know. I need a tail because I'm a rabbit. How does Cream's tail work? Where? Oh, I don't have Cream open anymore. Cream's tail is just kind of like a circle that goes like this at the end. It's just kind of round. Yeah, I'm a rabbit. This is definitely a rabbit. You can believe that this is a rabbit, right? Shouldn't have too many things open or you'll get a blue screen. Oh, I was talking earlier about how I have been having some fun with not blue screening, but just my entire computer deciding to lock up. But most of the parts in my computer are approaching 6 to 8 years old, potentially. So that's kind of why, unfortunately. It's just gonna be like this, I think. Forever. Vanilla could be the one you look at for an adult rabbit character. I'm still traumatized thinking about Vanilla over the rabbit because Ocus, when I drew Ocus as a Sonic character, Ocus had too much to say about her. What is her name? Vanilla. People are maybe a little bit too into Cream's mom. Oh, she just like has hair on the front of her head. Would this make me less uncanny? She has hair. So like I could still have my... Oh, but like I don't think my head's tall enough for it anymore. Like I could still have my... this thing happening. Potentially. Hang on, wait, I didn't do this right. This is the one that has to go up at the edge. But like, I would have to completely redraw it probably to make it make sense again. Like that would have to be like... But then this is gonna feel like these are the ears and they're not. But that feels more correct already. I'm having a predicament. Hang on. But this would put the ears too far forward, I think, wouldn't it? Like, I could go like this. Oh, and then they'd be touching also. Is it too not EG if I have, like, hair like that? I feel like that's too not me. I don't have hair like that. Maybe I do just have to have, like, something that comes down like that? Almost like bangs? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Maybe I'm not meant to be a Sonic character. Maybe that's what I'm learning from all of this, is that I'm just not a Sonic character. I'm just a Splatoon character. Ooh, what layer is this? Oh, a different layer. Perhaps. I think the no bangs is throwing me off. It's throwing me off too, but I like don't know what to do about it right now. Hang on. Let me just finish drawing myself having shoes and socks, and then we'll try and deal with it from there. So like here's, wait. It goes like almost to the knee, so like it would need to be like here for this one. Oh! There we go, and that goes down. Oh wait, I forgot. I gotta put my little like thing on my boot. Oh, and they like actually like really draw shoes. So I'm gonna have to like draw this as like an actual boot, essentially. A little bit. Oh, where it's gonna be like raised and then not raised. Oh, who? Can we permanently latches on Gary Chow? I do have to draw a Gary Chow. Just melt the widow's peak that you have into a nose line? Into a nose line? What do you mean? Like this? Now I think I've got too many things that are overlapping here. Just do a black patch on the head. I guess I could? Because, like, Cream's mom, Vanilla, has hair that's like this in the center of her head. And, like, maybe this wouldn't be too weird to put in? You know? And then, like, I can, like, go like this so that we can tell that the ear is coming from the other side of it, essentially. So, like, that's not the ear that's going in? You know? Is this better, perhaps? But round? But round. What do you mean, but round? Round how? Like, the points shouldn't be sharp? I don't think I can I think the points have to be sharp. The way that hair is drawn in Sonic is real sharp. So be getting away from the Sonic style to round it out. Potentially. But, like, this does feel a little bit more like me, at least. Man, maybe I was overcomplicating things by making myself an interesting rabbit. That front piece, you could have your 3 onions back, 2 are ears, 1 is your bangs. That might be too confusing, though. That also might be complicating things just, like, a little bit too much. I don't know. Man, Sonic is maybe just, like, not for me. Maybe I'm not a Sonic character. Maybe I'm just a mushroom. We haven't considered that one yet. Huh. Actually, I feel like this kind of works. This feels more like me. Also, integral EG accessory is missing right now. I don't have sunglasses. I need sunglasses. How big do my sunglasses... How big should they be? How big do sunglasses? Are we dead set on rabbit? Might be able to get away with a little more hair-wise, like secretary bird or something, potentially. Oh. That might make sense, but then I'd have to turn all of this into feathers, maybe, which might be a little bit complicated. Sonic talks about big contrasting shapes and slow it with shapes and even more shapes. Yeah, that's true. I'm, like, not dead set on being a rabbit, but that was the most clever thing we could figure out for my onion. And, like, making sense of it. Yeah, organic and sharp shapes. There is a lot of contrast between round shapes and sharp shapes, but the hair almost always is real sharp shapes, almost exclusively. I'm gonna backtrack. Maybe I'm gonna retcon the ears. Oh no, I didn't think it was gonna take this long to just sketch out the head. We may only be doing Sonic today. EG gets stumped. The stream. Hang on. Edit. Cut. Edit. Paste. Get rid of that. I had a different version of it too, though, didn't I? Or did I delete that? Oh no, I think I deleted it. Is it here? No, that was when we were trying for bear. Which actually, do I try panda again now? Panda was kind of what I was originally trying to do. What the hell layer is this on? Oh, there we go. This is the clothes layer. This is why I should be naming my layers. Outfit. Bam. Ooh, e.g. bug with antennas for onion. That was something that I was also thinking about earlier. Instead of rabbit. But, like, I feel like that's still gonna end up being a similar issue. What insect am I? Sides throwing you off? Very wide and round on the bottom instead of mushroom shaped. Yeah. But I couldn't figure out a better way to make it feel like not a mushroom. An ant. Oh, wait! An ant? Then these things could kind of be like the, mandibles? Maybe, you know? If you're a panda, the ears could be like your bug holes. Maybe also... Hang on. I love a mandible. Yeah, wait, let me get an ant. What does an ant look like? I'm stealing Amber's style. Oh, ants. Okay, wait, so if I do that, That would make sense of it being super rounded. Let me duplicate this head so that way I can step back if I don't like it. But then, this is no longer hair. It spreads, yeah. Ants with a zombie mushroom? Oh, we could bring cordyceps in here. It seems like the way ants work is that they have this like thing that goes like this, and then they get like one peak, they get a second one, and then they get like a third one. This isn't even EG anymore. This is just its own separate character. What if I didn't draw myself in other styles? What if I just invented a Sonic character that's not me and is an ant? Because I feel like we're once again straying so far. I don't think this looks like me. It's got my frick butt bob, but like... Oh, wait, but then also, hang on. I gotta get rid of this in here, and then like this has to be taller essentially, right? And then where is this? This is here. Oh, edit, cut, edit, paste. Oh, I don't know what layer this is I'm on anymore either. Oh boy. Okay, hang on. There we go. That one. Clear that out. This is a fursona EG, but I think everyone should have a fursona. Well, I do have an official fursona, even though I'm not a furry. This is that one Pokemon villain lady with the red hair. Jessie? Which Pokemon villain are you talking about? Ambrosia beetles have symbiotic relationships with fungi. That's cool and cute and fun. Onion into antennas. Yeah. I don't know how they draw antennas in the Sonic style, so I'm gonna have to look in a second, but like... This isn't me, though! This is someone else! This is a different person! This isn't EG! We've gone too far from Squiiji. Because, like, I don't think there's a way to make antennas read as my onion. This is something else entirely. Do you like the bee guy? They can kind of mirror your onion. It's like, it is mirroring the onion a little bit. Like, in its shape, it's correct. But, like, I feel like this isn't recognizably me. Get rid of that. Panda? Might be better with color? Maybe, but the problem is if it doesn't look like me. Without color, it's not gonna look that much like me with color. Use Surge as a reference? They don't have big ears. What don't? Panda with bangs. Let me grab the bangs again. Where is that? Here. Get rid of this. Put this back in. I still think this is the best thing we had. I still think this is the best. We bring the bangs back. But I don't think it's actually been better than the rabbit still. Be a hedgehog and make your quills mimic the mushroom shape? Maybe. Yeah, rabbit is definitely the best we've had. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay, hang on. Rabbit. What layer is this even on? This layer. Okay. What layer is that on? My layers are awful right now. Hang on. This is on here. Nope. Yep. Pull those back a little bit, maybe. And then I can make the hair tie come out the side of it, perhaps? Instead of the front? I'm gonna draw you as a Sonic character too. This is confusing. Go for it. We can see who can make the best Squeegee Sonic character that actually manages to look like Squeegee. Better change that title then if you can't make yourself in that art style. No, no, it's gonna happen. There'll be something. Look, I'm already a Pokemon and I'm already a Splatoon. I could take a break from this one and try one of the other ones also if I'm really having a tough time with it. What layer is any of this on anyway? Hang on. Erase that. I might just stick with this. We may just have to say, this is fine, And there's not really a better way of doing it. Because I don't know what the better way of doing it would be. Unless I get rid of the onion and figure out something else to be the onion and make these just like big lop rabbit ears that are two-colored also. But like, I don't know how I would draw that either right now. Just needs glasses and you're good enough? Honestly, kind of. We could just say it's fine. That's a skill that I've been working on, is the it's good enough skill. The why are you stressing out about this? You're doing this for fun. Just say, just it's good enough. Don't worry about it skill. There we go. Delete your art, shroommates. Say it's good enough with your art when it's not working the way you want it to, and come back to it later and see if it does work the way you want it to at a different point in time. But yeah, look, I have shorts. I have my shoe, which has like a funny little thing on the back side. That's silhouette. Is it possible to learn this power? No, because I haven't learned it. I'm just saying it, but I'm not believing it in my heart of hearts, and therefore, I could be doing better right now as a result. Finished is better than perfect is the mantra that I have been trying to learn. And I haven't learned it yet, but one day, someday, maybe. Do you have an official Sonic artist and get an animal divinely given? I don't think I'm cool enough for that. Prosbushi's added art of Surge the Tenrec in live suggestions. What's a Tenrec? I don't know what a Tenrec is. Let me see. Whoa! Oh wait, I do kind of look like this fella. What is a Tenrec? Hang on, look at this guy. That's kind of just me already. What is a Tenrec? I'm Googling this character. Or is this a made-up species? Oh, it's just like a hedgehog adjacent thing. Okay, I see. Interesting. She's very cool. Her hair has crazy silhouette. That's incredible hair silhouette. So again, the hair comes from under the eyes. There are ears. I'm a little bit attached to being a rabbit at this point, though. Timex look like punk hedgehogs. She's the best hero ever. You guys are attached to her. I'm attached to this right now, though. I'm kind of attached to being a rabbit now. I think this might just be how I'm gonna have to be. Maybe my hair's just too wide, though. Where's the most of my head? There we go. Make it less wide, and then maybe we're good. Like, especially at the top, because my hair is actually triangular, if you pay attention to what I look like. My hair is not a big round shape. It is triangular, and that might help to make me feel a little bit more Sonic aligned, because I feel like I'm much more rounded than Sonic characters are. That's helping. Bottom slightly less rounded. Bottom of what? My hair? Maybe? Hang on, let me draw my shoe. But I think this is almost sketched as a squeegee. This almost is functional. And then like that goes to like, actually it's like way back here. It's not that far down my toe. And the angle is probably a little steeper. There we go. And then I have a heel like that, and then like this, and then it comes around the front like this. And Sonic shoes are like ridiculously detailed for some reason, but I'm not gonna over detail my shoes. We'll just leave them like that. What about an octopus? But I'm already going to be a squid later. I actually was going to make myself an octopus, but then I was like, I can't do that because I'm already gonna be a squid for Splatoon. I can't be both. I don't think that works. The bottom of your hair was ended in a flat line like your hair here. Be both more Sonic and more you. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, okay. Flat line. Do you mean if I were to go like... like this? And then like there's like one here, and then it goes like this, like how my hair does? Who will stop you? The animal police? Me, I will stop me. The problem with trying to draw my hair like this is that it works a little bit strangely. Like that? Lampshade shaped? Yeah, I'm becoming a lampshade. It's happening. Just wait. Hang on. Like this? Precisely-ish. Okay. So I'm getting there, maybe a little bit. But like, I feel like as a hairstyle, this doesn't really make sense for an animal. Like, where's fur in this? Like, I guess this could be a point, and like this could be a point for it being hair, and then like maybe this is like not a perfect line down here or something, so we can see that like this is hair? Like that? Instantly much more mushroom. Okay, I need to fix this bottom line then, because it has to create like a correct arc. Whoops, hang on. So this would go... I need to make like a better ellipse, essentially. And then like this would come through like here? This is a horrible ellipse I've drawn here. Fix your ellipse, e.g. It's not like you don't draw a million ellipses. Okay. Ellipse fixed. And then I need to chunk my hair back into pieces, because I think that's maybe a quintessential e.g. thing that's currently missing, is the fact that my hair isn't all one thing. My hair is a bunch of chunks, essentially. Oh, but putting it right there actually makes it too hard. Hang on, wait. I don't want to solve perspective right now. So like there's one piece, here's another piece, maybe it's like in the backside here. Although maybe I do go like that, and I go like this so that this kind of makes sense as hair? Scratch his head. Boo! Boo! Thumbs down. Don't think the fur matters, given every Sonic character except Vanilla. What do you mean? Your gloop could just be tufts of hair? I guess? I feel like I'm like overcomplicating the details now, but like this is maybe getting more correct. Maybe. Because then like this is the inside of my hair, which is a different color under here. But it's like not entirely all a different color. How is you today? I am great. I'm trying to be a Sonic and it's not working. It's not quite working. It's kind of working. It's improving. I think this is fine. This is fine. I can live with this. This is Sonic EG. I think for now I'm gonna move on, so I don't give myself psychic damage thinking too hard about this. Tufts of hair pretty rare. Rouge the Bat has none. Oh, really? I was looking at Styx, and Styx has it, but I guess they're trying to emphasize with Styx that Styx is like kind of like grungy a little bit. So maybe I won't do little tufts. Maybe we'll just go like this. And make these like pointier, essentially. And that should work. I've gotten 3 AI ads now in your stream? You gotta be kidding me. Hang on. That means that YouTube isn't listening to me. I have a preference set in YouTube that they won't advertise that. Evil. How could they? No tufts is better. So, you mean remove these? As in no tufts? But like, that's kind of part of the EG shape. I can bring him back, but like... Yeah, actually, you know what? This is me. Frowning. That's her whole thing. Oh. Were the ads... Are they ads for AI or ads made by AI? That's a good question, actually. Those can stay for silhouette. Okay, we'll leave a couple of these. Because, like, my hair is not very tame either. My hair is kind of a mess. And I'll leave that be for now. This is good for now. This is a Sonic character, but it's also me. This is close enough for now. Bad Twitch. Bad, YouTube, actually. I'm gonna save that. I think I'm going to Splatoon now. I think I'm gonna Splatoon now. Like, less round and more squoop. Heh? Splatoon? Yeah. Are you a kid or are you a squid, EG? This looks really stiff right now, so I need to make it not be. I had another arm, but I like didn't like how I drew the hand, so maybe we'll come back and I'll fix the hand. I think I was gonna have me hold something, perhaps. Let me just do a bunch of warpings to try and make this feel a little bit more natural. Because, like, this is me. There's no debating that this is just me. This needs to come in around the face probably a little bit closer because we're doing, like, a wind effect. Oh, and these will probably be pointing up more because they're further around the side of the head. These are my little tentacles. Yeah, I'm an inkling. I'm just a little inky guy. These could probably be even bigger because I know that they exaggerate the hair a lot in Splatoon. And like exaggerate this angle maybe a little bit more. I think my face is not, or my eyes aren't open enough either for me. I'm pretty friendly. I think a lot of their fellas don't look all that friendly. Probably because they're fighting. But like this EG hasn't been hardened by war. This fella can be having a good day. I could even have my eyebrows a little higher, maybe, perhaps. There we go. Splatoon characters also have really wide heads. There we go. That feels a little bit more natural, having the eyebrows a little higher. Yeah. Squid or a fungi? Squid or kid? Or squid or kid? If Splatoon didn't exist, this would be your OC self. Yeah, this is just kind of me. This isn't really all that different from who I am. My proportions are already kind of like this. Do Splatoons have eyelashes? I feel like I want eyelashes. Splatoon. Do Splatoons have eyelashes? Oh, they do have eyelashes, but they're like on their skin. It's like not actually... Oh wait, no, it is on their face. How does that work? I don't know if I understand this. I'm looking at the Squid Sisters. And like they have defined eyelashes inside of their ink mask, and then these eyelashes are just sort of floating as their own thing. So I do think I am going to need to have a defined eyelash because that's part of what makes me look like me. I have pretty intense eyelashes. They're pretty thick. Fish with eyelashes in Splatoon. Amber, are you telling me there's not actually fish with eyelashes in the real world? Because that's sad. Somebody should take them to get their lashes done. There we go. There's one Squeegee eyelash. Here's another Squeegee eyelash. And then they do get to have like a little bottom corner eyelash, which I think will make it feel more like me. That feels more like me. I can round this out maybe a little bit more too. I'm pleasant. I'm friendly. This eye is looking way further in the other direction than the other one is though, because I dragged things around a little bit. There, that's better. Face is maybe styled properly. The thing with Splatoon fashion, though, and this is a question, how do they actually dress? It seems like there's, like, any fashion style possible or imaginable in Splatoon. They've kind of got them all, don't they? So, like, I could just dress like me, but how would I Splatoonify my outfit? Because, like, there's the one Octoling who is kind of already wearing overalls. These are kind of overalls. Like urban streetwear. Yeah, could I urbanify EG? Urban EG? EG hanging out in the city? Let me close all these Sonic characters for now. Urban. Unless I want to go the idol route. Whoops, that's Pokemon. Urban. What would, like, an urbanized, like, I don't know if tech wear version of my fashion look like? Fashion's kind of thing in the game, so there's a lot of options. Sea creature motifs on the clothes. Do they have that? I bet they do in some capacity. Let me just look at a couple of squids. Oh, and they have like really detailed shoes also. Things that are the same between Sonic and Splatoon. Giant shoe. Scales. Oh, on the clothes. This is a Splatoon Pokemon collab I'm looking at? I don't know. Maybe I do need to make my outfit a little more tech-wear-y. Oh, like, this is the, like, default... This is the default original outfit, which is, like, a little bit more athletic, also. So could we make, like, a more athletic EG, maybe? Like I could still be wearing long sleeves. That's not it. Hang on, this one. I could still be wearing long sleeves, but what if instead of being like my sweater, it's more like, you know how people will get, oh, what are they called? Where it's like, you get like the like quarter zip that's like athleisure wear, where, you know, there's like a seam here or something, and then you end up with like that like white line that goes down the outside of the arm, which feels just like a little bit more athletic, maybe? You know, maybe? Put in outfits in a Splatoon game you could look at in live suggestions. Thanks! You know what? They do have just like an item shop or an outfit shop too, don't they? I could just go look at that maybe too. For it. Gear specifically headwear, shirt / torso, and shoes. Ah, I see, okay. Nori Komi Fori. And Anderweltlich. Thank you guys for following, I appreciate it. Again with the shoes. I know, the shoes! Getting EG some different cosmetics. Yeah. Let's see. Wait! Oh my gosh, wait. This is just my outfit. This is what I'm gonna wear. This is what I'm wearing. You can't stop me now, actually. This is what I'm wearing. I'll wear my like athletic style shirt under it, but like big giant waders. That's such a good analog for my for my overalls, but it's made aquatic. That's actually incredible. Mr. Grizz uniform. Yeah, that's incredible. Hang on. That's it's perfect. That's so me. Hang on, I'm gonna make the ledge of it like a little bit lower, like maybe like here. And then I want to be able to see where my hips are, so you can see that I'm not actually shaped like that though. Oh, and how big do I make the waders? Like I could make them like but if I make them that big, it might not look like it's on my body properly. Hang on. Giant waders. EG confirmed a Grizzco employee. Employed into the salmon run. I like salmons. The bear is with me. I'm sure he'll help. The bear will help me with my salmon run. My boots become perhaps more rain boot-esque. I feel like I don't actually know how to draw the waistline of this in a way that preserves the way that I'm shaped and the way that they're shaping things. But let me get the buckles on here. There we go, and then there's like the buckle with like the cutout thing on it. I'll have to redo the proportions of these things probably a little bit at some point, just that it's a little bit more aligned with how they make stuff. But again, do you see how different the proportions are here? I followed like the proportion that the Squid sisters have a little bit more closely. So like I'm taller with thinner legs, but look how short this guy is. This guy's so short. Like these guys have like very just like chibi human proportions, like EG proportions. Not at all here. This is what, 1, 2, 3.5 heads tall. This is 1, 2, 3, yeah, and a half. This is 1, 2.5 heads tall. Proportions are different every game. Okay. I'm game 1 apparently, but I'm wearing an outfit from a later game maybe. Salmon Run uniform is very big. Okay, I see. So these are gonna be my rain boots. But you know how rain boots have that like little thing on the side that helps you put them on? I'm putting it on mine. And it's gonna form an incredible tangent, and I'm just gonna have to be okay with that. Hang on, so like that'll go in that direction. We'll be able to see, oh wait, nope. I think we'd be seeing the front of this one going around maybe, and then I could see like the back of that one. Rain boots, rain boots, rain boots. Yeah. And then rain boots have a slightly different structure where they tend to be like this almost? NPCs have unique proportions too. Oh no. Oh boy, okay. And then does this, I can't like actually see in the way they've detailed these boots. It looks like they have something like this that probably then scoops back, but does it scoop just like down like that? Or does it go like this? I feel like that makes more sense a little bit. Rain galosh. Actually, I feel like this one could maybe be taller. but I think I drew that right onto the body, so I don't know if I can actually very quickly, easily edit that. And then big waders tucked in. It doesn't seem like Splatoon deals with clothing folds almost at all. The clothing tends to be very kind of sleek, almost, to the body. Like, I drew this whole leg in here, but I don't think we're gonna see any of it, maybe. Like, I can maybe shape it around where the leg is just a little bit more. But if we're talking about, like, huge, huge, giant waders, you probably won't be able to see it. You know what's so funny? The worst part about the Sonic one is the head. This one is just, like, entirely outfit design because my hair is just so unbelievably easy to do in this style. Posted a better picture so you can see the boots better. Thank you! I appreciate it. Oh, look at the color variety! Oh, and the giant gloves, too. That's so cute. I kind of love these. We looked at the character design for Splatoon a long time ago, more than a year ago, and I thought they were very cute, generally. Oh yeah, giant, super duper big gloves. I guess I could give myself the big gloves also, but I still want to be wearing my very cool athletic shirt. Entire Sploon OC art genre is really cool. Could try Splatoonifying your outfit because the entire spectrum of fashion is all over the spectrum. That's fair. I feel like we have already Splatoonified my outfit a little bit. Do I need the gloves? I think the gloves would be fun. I don't know if I need the gloves. Do you know what I mean? Hang on, I need to be able to see where this corner is so we can make sense of the shapes of the clothing. For clarity's sake, I probably can push this in just like a little bit so that way it's more exaggerated out there. It's funny, I think I literally made a shape like this for something I drew recently also. What was I doing that for? There we go, like raise the knee a little bit, that seems fine. This would have to go down a little bit lower than to match, perhaps. Glasses. Oh, you know what? I didn't even put the glasses. I didn't try. I didn't even attempt to add anything glasses-like to the Sonic one. There we go. And then... Oh, because that would cover those then, which is kind of not what I want, but that's okay. There we go. Also, Splatoon's in-game art style is lower poly than I thought it was, because I forget that initially Splatoon released for the Switch. So if I make things kind of angular, that may also work well for relating to the art style too. And like, look at these. I can tell that I don't think the boots actually have their own separate geometry. I think they're just attached right into the pants potentially, which is funny. Oh, Wii U. Sorry, you're right. Not the Switch one. The Wii U. Sorry. Even older than what I'm saying. That's the point. 3 slightly shifted towards narrower faces and post-pubescent curvature, such as smaller hips and chest profiles. Some fans interpret as looking slightly more childlike. The heads are slightly smaller, necks are thicker, giving the models a more athletic teenager swagger compared to previous iterations. Those are some interesting sentences there, Hoshi. I like the slightly taller proportions that the older games apparently had. I don't know if I like the super duper tiny chibi proportions, because this feels like somebody who is real fashionable. These feel like, yeah, like children a little bit to me. I did not write these. I did not think you wrote that, Hoshi. I did not think. Does not sound like the way you would write. Think you knew that already? Yeah, it turned 11. It's been around for a while. It's not new. It's been out. Oh, you know what? Actually, looking at these guys, I can go way more dramatic with my eyebrows. I was being a little bit tame about how my eyebrows were handled because I think I just drawn the Pokemon one, and Pokemon really does not exaggerate eyebrows at all, unless you're a male character who is maybe a villain or maybe Brock. But like, look how big these eyebrows are. I can like... Bam! That's EG. Now that's EG. That's how we fill up that giant 5 head. Eyebrows. Bigger eyebrows. Honestly, that feels better and more like me too. I don't really know how to add my spots that are on the side of my head, but I don't think I need to, maybe. This hair is also kind of a mess that should be cleaned up just like a little bit. What is my other arm gonna do? What can I do with my other arm? My other arm should do something. Also, these gloves get like real tight around the upper arm. Do I want... big gloves, maybe? And then they're like real tight in this area, and then you can see like my shirt is going under it. If I'm gonna commit to being employed by the Grizz. Oh wait, Grizz is a bear? Question mark, maybe? Holding a paint roller, maybe? Oh, see, that would be good. Hold a Splatoon weapon or Splatoon version of a cell phone. Splatoon cell phone. Oh wait, I could use this hand. How do the rollers look? Because that's a printmaking tool. Oh, I should have been thinking about printmaking. Ah, Splatoon roller? What do those look like? Oh, they're kind of big. They're really big. Hang on. Like, they're long. Hang on, I'm gonna cheat for a second. I'm not gonna trace it, but I'm gonna put it in here so I can figure out where the hand should be. Woo! Whoops, hang on. Like, they're really big. And then this, like, will kind of end up covering some of my shoe, unfortunately, but, like, I could have something here also. Hi, Candy Kerfuffle. I love your character design. Thank you. I made it myself. They also have paint brushes, but I'm not a painter, I'm a printmaker. So therefore, having a roller would make sense, right? Like, I feel like this would be a good place to put this, potentially, and then I can use this hand that I had already drawn to, like, cup it, almost. And then this hand, oh, it'd be behind the head, probably, but would be, like, gripping, you know, if we were to draw an arm in here, it would be, like, this, and then up in here holding it, essentially. It's like I kind of don't even really need to draw the second arm, because it would just be, like, up in there, essentially. Hacks. How to not have to draw the rest of it. Put it behind an object. Send a gear piece and live suggestion that could work for your glasses. Hell yeah, thank you. Oh, goggles! Wait, those are so cute. Also, that's a good way of adapting my fashion also, because while I could just have regular glasses, I don't know if that's what they would do in Splatoon. I think they'd give me goggles. Just a little bit. Move the roller down a little bit. Hang on. I have to scale everything. It's just too big in this canvas. There we go. And then move the roller down so that it could be, like, properly in front. Like this. I'll draw my own roller in. This is just so that we can have a general idea of what's going on. There we go. Like that, maybe? Not fair! Why does Splatoon EG get to have a prop and none of the other EGs do? Actually, that's not true. Pokemon EG... Oh, that's still true. Never mind. No props for other EGs. Just that one. Gloop roller. Yeah! Would it be Splatoon-ish for me to have, like, ink dangling out of the hair a little bit? Would they let me do that? Is it a thing they do? Or is that illegal? Or do I just have to cover myself in ink? Because that's fine if that's what I have to do, potentially. That's fine. Orange ink? Well, like, my hair is dark ink, too. We could do dark and orange ink, potentially. Splatoon characters need their props. That's true. That does make sense. My head does not seem like it's in the right place right now, though. Hang on. What is that? This is my outfit. Label your layers, e.g. My head. There it is. My head? What's this? Oh, it's the back arm. There we go. Like, I feel like my head was a little too far forward. Maybe that's better. Wield a carbon roller. What's a carbon roller? I can see what that is. That's an interesting Twitch username. STD, gotta get them all. Thanks for following. Pokemon themed, even, maybe. Carbon roller? Splatoon? Oh, this is a different one. This is like, they use it like vertically almost, it looks like. So it's not at the same angle, but I feel like this is less directly a printmaking reference. Do they have a Squiiji? Is there a Squiiji in Splatoon? Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on, hang on. No! No, there's a whole character named Squiiji. No, no. This is a Squiiji? This is a robot. Called Squeegee. Man, Splatoon, add a Squeegee as one of your weapons, please. I'm begging you. It's a thing that is used to interact with ink. I swear, I promise. Gonna make a Squeegee Pokemon team? Go for it. Who is even on that? More gear? Oh, okay. So they do just have regular glasses too. But I feel like for the fact that I'm sort of dressed as like a cleanup worker, those goggles almost make more sense, you know? Let me duplicate this and remove it where it's under my hand, because it's actually kind of hard to see what's going on right now. How many of you are fed up with my terrible pink that I use for sketching? How many of you cannot stand it? Because that's fine and understandable, and I get it. It's so that I don't get attached to things. But like, there I am with my roller. Something about this pose still feels a little bit stiff to me, so I may have to switch things around just a little bit. They have a Squeegee used for cleaning windows or something? There's a weapon called a splatana that's a variant, like a car windshield wiper. Oh. Splatana? Oh yeah, this is just straight up a car windshield wiper. That's funny. They could totally add one that's like a printmaking Squeegee though. Perhaps with like a flings a roller better? It doubles as a pen? There's so many options. Thank God you guys know more about Splatoon. F-L-I-N-G-Z-A. Bam. Oh, interesting. This looks like a paint roller. Duh. Like the kind of paint roller that you use to paint walls in a house. Meanwhile, I think the one that we have right now is more like a screen printing one, maybe. In some way, in some capacity. Danganronpa blood color. You know what? It kind of is that fuchsia a little bit. I sketch in pink, neon green, orange, and blue in the same drawing. Oh yeah, let me tell you, if I had my anatomy sketch underneath, you'd see it's green. And then if I'm doing like a first level of revising, it's usually blue. So this is the colors that I end up using to sketch, and they're peculiar. I feel like my face could be more pleasant also. Hang on, I'm just gonna take this whole thing and go like this. I need a little more swag in my stance. I'm a little bit too centered the way that my legs are right now, and I'm gonna push this leg back more. I'm not happy with the exaggeration here. And then like this shoulder can come forward a little more. I think I'm screwing the face up a little bit doing this, but it's okay, don't worry. Push this up just a little bit. Oh, it's really thinking about it. It's thinking hard. Being able to see the shoe a little bit more is probably good, perhaps. Oh, we've been raided. Hello. Hi, Phoenix Mast. I almost called you Mast Phoenix. I don't know why I almost read that completely in reverse. I can read in order. I know how to do it. But hi, I'm Squiiji. I'm a freelance artist Fungi. I'm also an art educator. Usually we do character design and character design critiques on stream. Today I'm just drawing myself in different styles for funsies though. I have a Pokemon body. I have a Sonic kind of something that occurred, maybe, question mark. Right now I'm doing Splatoon. I've been jumping around a little bit just because I really can't figure out a Splatoon solution. Or not a Splatoon, a Sonic solution. And I've got goggles. That has to go on here at some point. But hi, welcome! How was your stream? Mods, thank you guys for getting the shout out. I appreciate it. What were you up to? If I snoop, it seems like you may have been doing some special events, perhaps, maybe? Shroomates, did you rotate for the Raiders? You did. We could rotate more for the Raiders, though, to welcome them in. It'd be the nice thing to do, perhaps, to give them a nice warm welcome. Yin Yoon, thank you for following also. I appreciate it. But, oh, let me say hi to everybody, and I'll keep an eye out to see if Phoenix has let me know what was up, essentially. Let's see. Hi, Mr. Pretty Boy. Also, thank you for following. And Sincore X and Yin Yoon and I Drinkle Truce. What a name. King Kitty. Phoenix. Oh, hi, Phoenix. Just got here. Hi. How was your stream? I hope it was good. King Kitty, thank you for following. Also, I appreciate it. Very kind of you. I'll keep an eye out to see what you say, but I hope you had fun with your special event. If you and your fellas need to do things like eat or drink or snork me, please take care of yourself. Oh, double platform raid? Was I raided on YouTube too? It didn't say. Oh no. Was it also from Phoenix? Oh, raid from Phoenix also. Oh, okay, thank you. Hi. I have not adapted to the fact that YouTube puts the notifications at the bottom now and it gets rid of it way too fast. I am so sorry. Sheep Creature and Blue Tail and Octo Squeeg and Dough Shop. Hi. Not exactly a raid, but we were linked here. Ah, fair. Fair. Also a multi-streamer. Well, welcome. Multi-streaming is fun, but also my raids are also kind of jank when I try and raid when I'm multi-streaming, so I know how it goes. Silence. Thank you for following also. I appreciate it. Sir, to link because YouTube raids are confusing. You know what? I feel like maybe that would be the solution for me because half the time I try and raid somebody on YouTube, it just doesn't work. It doesn't do anything back when I used to. And my recent hunch has been that YouTube prevents you from raiding if you don't have enough people watching, because my main platform is Twitch as far as streams go usually. But when I try and raid on YouTube, the only time it has ever worked was when I had gotten a big raid prior. I wonder if it may also be something where people on YouTube have like a minimum set where you have to have a certain number of people watching in order to raid in. Because I know they have that on Twitch to like reduce spam where like people will just like raid 70 different people with a one-person raid, which is just themselves, just to get a shout out essentially. So I know people will have like a 2-person minimum raid or something. There's a whole lot of wild stuff, but yeah. Cold old link for a raid. Maybe I'll just send the link to where we're raiding for Twitch to YouTube chat so they can go if they want. Interesting. But anyways, Phoenix, what were you doing? I didn't see. I didn't manage to see what you were doing. What were you up to? A sneak attack. Yeah, kind of. Kind of a sneak attack. I was unprepared. I didn't have my roller at the ready to defend myself. I don't even have a gun anymore. I used to have a gun, but it broke. And by gun, I mean a toggle, not an actual real one. Fulano Aguem, thank you for following. I'm so sorry. If I mispronounce any of your names, please tell me how to say it correctly. I have a teacher debuff where I'm going to mispronounce it first try 9 times out of 10, but I would like to say it right if you tell me. Doing an art fight prepathon. Ooh, nice. Okay. Today was Gartic phone, minigames, and sketches for people. Hell yeah, that's fun. We also do art fight around here in the Shroom State. We had a lot of fun with it last year. I actually have an entire gallery in VR chat of things Shroomates made for each other for art fight last year, which was really cute. Art fight is cool and fun. I'm mad at them about their rule for not using bases because I think it's dumb, but they can't stop all of us. And if they decide that they're going to nuke me for that, maybe they didn't need my being there in the first place anyways. So hyped about it? Yeah. It's a good time, Shroomates, to try and make sure you are uploading stuff and getting started with that, because the closer we get to July, the harder it is to upload things to that site. Closes tomorrow. They at least have the new feedback form. Oh, you better bet I was in that feedback form. You better bet I was in that feedback form. I like direct quoted, I think, things I said on stream. Or in stream, I direct quoted things I said in the response form, which was essentially to the capacity of, hey, be aware, your audience is predominantly people who are hobbyist artists and maybe newer artists also, and a lot of young artists too. And we should be doing what we can to encourage them to be creative, because they are the exact demographic that AI companies target. They want to snatch them up because they are people who are not maybe quite as invested in drawing yet. And when you are discouraging them from doing creative practices and doing things that make drawing more approachable, that hurts all of us in the end. Don't be doing that stupid nonsense, please. So yeah, that was my thoughts on it. This needs to be higher for perspective reasons. That seems better. Yay. Reference for the goggles sit on the head? Sure, that might be helpful. Oh, they sit on the front of the face. Okay, and then the top of the head like this. They're really big. You're about to see my glasses drawing hack. To anyone who has ever drawn me and who has learned to draw glasses because of me or for me, simultaneously, thank you, and I am so sorry. I'm sorry. It's not fun, I know. But here's the hack. Here's how you draw glasses in a way that makes it really easy. Don't even worry about perspective first. Just draw the glasses in their front profile. So I imagine this is probably big enough for them, right? Actually, it might be too big. Like that might be more appropriate. And then if I look at the front profile of this, it seems like I just need to make a bigger circle. Oh wait, this would be actually way easier if I did it on a line art layer, because then I could edit my ellipses, which would be lovely, which would be great. Oh, Raiders, did I tell you that you guys can go eat and drink and snark me if you want to? Please tell me I said that. I can't remember. If I didn't, you are released. If you need to do things to take care of yourself, you're welcome to go do so. If you want to stick around and hang out, you are welcome to do so also. But please look after yourself. You did? Oh, okay, good. If I eated soap, I don't eat it because I did. No, I didn't. What? Nyla, what are you talking about? Don't eat soap. That's not a thing that I would permit you to do. That's not healthy or safe. Not even Gary eats soap, and Gary tries to eat concrete. Which, Gary is my son, by the way. Can't make us. Nuh-uh. Can't make me take care of my health. While that is fair, I would hope that you will just take care of your health without me requiring you do it. Here we go. So I can see that these have like a slope that's higher there, and then like something like right there, essentially. And then I'll deal with the sides when the time comes. Hydrate? Sure. Shroommates, I've just noticed that I have half of a cheese stick sitting next to me. I don't remember eating it. I must have been eating that earlier. Oh man. Is Gary on your art fight profile? He is. Gary is on my art fight. There we go. So for goggles, just perspective warp them. Just perspective warp them. So like this part of the head's further away, so I'm gonna condense them. This just feels a little bit too big in general. And then rotate them to be the correct angle. Smoosh them a little bit because the head is turned at an angle, which do you see how my glasses shorten perspective a little bit when I tilt my head? Yeah. And then let me look at myself for a reference. How do glasses work? They sit like a little higher on one side. So like that. They don't actually overlap, I think, with my head. Or with, well, they do overlap with that fella's head. So like maybe like this would be appropriate. And I feel like I have to go like that a little bit too. There we go. Oh, they have ears also. I'll just have to hook it around, I guess, like the back piece of one of my hairs there. There we go. Let me also increase the line thickness so I can actually see them. That's fine. Why draw perspective when you can warp everything? That's true. I will say, one of the things that I've been doing more lately is, you know, I do try and get perspective right first go when I draw something. You know, we can use sighting where like I take my hand and I'm like, all right, the angle of this thing right here is like that essentially. And I can try and line my hand up to what it looks like and then take that and use that as an angle to draw. But I found that I have more fun not doing that. I have more fun drawing something and then just pushing it around until it's doing that in the end. Is that maybe a bad habit? Maybe, but it is fun. It is more fun, maybe. Wishing good luck for every first timer this year's art fight, which includes me. Good luck! I'm wishing you good luck actually also. I think you'll have fun with it. I have had a lot of fun with it. every year that we've done it. I personally have done it for 4 years, I think. This might be my 5th year doing Art Fight. I've done Art Fight 3 years as Squeiji, and I've done Art Fight 1, maybe 2 years prior to that. I actually can't remember how many years I did it prior to that. But this will be my 4th year as Squeiji doing it, which is also crazy, and I don't know how that's possible. How is that possible? Was I doing Art Fight before I debuted as a VTuber? I must have been. Peculiar. Interesting, even. Okay. These glasses just kind of go like this, if I'm being honest. They don't really have much of a shape, and then I'll just like hook them around like that back piece there. And then like this we could probably see like going back. Wait, hang on. That angle, this angle, so we can see like the top edge of it maybe. Finthul, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Bye Squeiji, bye Expe. Enjoy the rest of your day / night / evening / time zone. Enjoy. But I'm doing a lot more on Art Fight. I want to do more on Art Fight this year than I did last year. Which last year I also did more than I'd done the previous years also. We'll see if I can just continually keep doing more and more Art Fights. Oh wait, this is a Squeiji. This is definitely a Squeiji. This is me. This is pretty good. I feel like all I have to do right now is just hide where my body is behind the clothing, and that's me. Bam. Wait, watch this. Don't need that. Oh wait, I also have parts drawn in the outfit that don't need to be there because it's under the sleeve. Under the sleeve. Under the sleeve. Down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Where was that layer? I was doing it on here. There we go. So I can paint out all the stuff I don't need from the body. Whoops, I do need the hand though. There we go. And then I shouldn't have like a leg in the middle of that. And then I will have an arm there. I can cover my hair maybe. You'll see the strategy I use for covering things is temporary. I don't like to do permanent things when I'm in the sketching phase of drawing, just because I don't want to have to redraw something if I already had it drawn before. So what I do is I make a clipping layer on top of my lines I'd sketched, and then I put my gray in it. So that way I can just cover up things underneath, so it's not as overwhelming to look at. This kind of works. I need to clean up my sleeves maybe a little bit, but like this is kind of a splatoon. This is kind of a splatigi. What layer is that on? Oh, it's up here. Okay. Oh, I probably did that so that way I could remove it if I didn't like it. But I kind of like it. Having ridiculous giant glove. I will erase the outfit out from under it though. There we go. And I need to bring my hand back on top too. Always upload what art you already have. Refs are nice, but you don't necessarily need them. That's true. For my Art Fight, I have me. I have my ref sheet. I have a Gary ref sheet. And then for Panda EG, which is the like fursona version of EG that is TrueMate designed, I just have a headshot because it's kind of just the rest of me and you can infer the rest. But you don't have to have like a perfect reference. It might be nice, but it is not a requirement. Oh wait, I can cover the body right here too. There we go, and then the arm, where it's in there, can be covered. That's a tangent, which I'll have to fix in a second here. Hang on, put that point just like higher than the shorts. There we go, and then for the outfit. There we go, so we can see it tucking in kind of. Self-imposed deadline to upload at least one character by tomorrow, because I told last chat to send the crabs after me if I don't. Send the crabs after you! Oh my gosh. Well, we can send the crabs after you too if you don't. We'll hold you accountable to the things you said you would do. They're gonna get ya! The crabs are gonna get ya! Oh my gosh, wait, I could write EG on the front of my bib also in like super duper block font. And then like the J goes like underneath or something. Hang on, let me do this on another layer so I can space it out properly. Because Splatoon does have a lot of like really blocky text. J. Wait, there's an easier way of doing this. Just draw the whole block. And then I'll split it up after. I have it drawn, so I can be J. Oh, wait, hang on. No. Wait, hang on. J. There we go. E.g. That's me. I can spell my own name. I swear, you have to believe me. And that's my logo, because I don't work for anyone, except for me. I don't actually work for that bear. I'm just stole his fits, potentially. What pen pressure sensitivity are you using? Great question. Don't actually know. Oh, this. Can you... Yeah, you can't see. I can show you it, though. Hang on. If I go here, you'll be able to see it. And then you'll also be able to see all my layers. Bam! Peek behind the curtain. There we go. Hang on. If I go like this... There, my brush dynamics. I don't know why I can't move it, though. The brush dynamics are just stuck right here for some reason, and I can't move it. But it's like that. I have an S curve to it. That way I don't have to press as hard when I'm drawing to get a full darkness of line to show up. And then this also makes it so that I can taper easier, too. I don't know why it doesn't let me do that. Look at all my layers. Go back to the room where you can't see them. I have to keep my secrets. Instead of Grizzco, is it Garyco? Yeah, wait! We're finally gonna figure out what Gary is the CEO of! Gary is the CEO of Splatoon Company that I work for. How am I my own son's employee? I guess that is a thing that happens in real life sometimes, but that is peculiar. There we go. E.g., that's me! And now I have a Splatoon-like detail in the clothing, which makes sense. Gary's the bear's right-hand man confirmed. Oh, maybe. Why are we writing my lore to be even closer to Splatoon's would be my next question, though. Oh wait, that's not on that layer. Come on, E.g. Not on that layer either. Hang on, you got this, it's this one. Like a fool, I stopped naming my layers, and it's not helping me. There we go. Make it a little more tube-like, a little bit more of a cylinder. There we go. Big glove. It's just your Splatoon lore. I guess that's fair. The EG Splatoon AU. This is the Shroom State Splatfest AU. More or less, I guess. Because Splatoon's peak. That's true. I know that people really love Splatoon. Label your layers, EG. Glove. Yep. What is this exactly? This is goggles. What is this exactly? This is the text. Isn't it crazy how much easier this was than Sonic? There's a part of me that's like almost wants to go back and try and solve that still, but I have to be strong and firm and not do that because that doesn't benefit anyone, least of all me, to go back and try and redo. Because I still don't have an answer. Although if any of you guys end up drawing me as a Sonic character, I'm really intrigued to see what you guys pick for me because picking the animal was just the worst part, essentially. There, that's a little bit better. Clean this up a little bit. All the evidence of me using the liquefy tool is kind of everywhere right now. There we go. Bring that like more in front of the head. Like these are just wobbly because I've moved them around so much. There we go. Like you can see like a little bit of those maybe. This really makes me want to draw myself in a Splatoon style. Do it. Do it. Draw yourself in that style, please. True Ellie, thank you for following also. Did I say thank you to Thinthie also, or Thinthel? Oh wait, I did. Because I said it that way. I said Thinthel. Which sounds very fun and silly. Okay, these have like something that goes down the center of them. That's not on the hair layer. Good try. Nice try, AG. And I feel like this is the type of clothing that would have like that kind of thing on it. I need to have some more detail somewhere in here. Oh wait, but that's not the inside of the leg anymore. Hang on, wait. So this is the inside of the leg, but then it goes around the edge. Put a knee area in here, because this will help me add a little bit more volume to this. What is my head doing? peculiar. There we go. I've got my boot, which I may want to exaggerate just a little more. Because these guys do have much bigger feet than I do right now. Which gives me an excuse to give myself bigger feet. Because I like having big shoe. And big foot. I kind of screwed the bottom of that up by doing that, but that's okay. We'll nudge it back. Come on. Oi! There we go. That's better. Wahoo. Hi, Star. Oh my gosh, wait! I never took roll today, is what I'm realizing right now at 5 p.m. and less than an hour before stream must end. I never took roll. You are neck. When I look down, is it just like really weirdly tilting my head up? Because I have to like lean around my pop filter, which is kind of annoying. Gasp. Yeah, whoops. Oh, fake EG. Let's take roll. Who's here for class today? Who's here? I have a feeling half the people who checked in may or may not still be here also. But anyways, if you'd like to check in for class, I have a 1-point channel point redeem known as here that you can use if you would like. However, on YouTube, you can also just say hi or here or hello or something like that if you would like. I see Bugs, I see Nilo, Starless Mage, Billy, Magnus Logie, Chili, Odgepodge, Chocorama, Amber, Sanazum, Friendly Guy, Hoshi, Ule Mini, Mad Buns, Art Fun, Ianita, Bleak, Edward, scrolling up more, Cotton Candy Floss, scrolling up some more. There we go. Star, Randaniel, Grimoire Guestbook, Seasonal Sage, Rex, Corey, Tofu, I Drinkle Truce, and Savvy. Hi. Fellas on YouTube, I can see Silly Silky Selly, and Lord Geo, and Joyuse, and Gleb, and Poro Knight. Hi. Thank you for being here. Lurkers, thank you as always for hanging out with us. Don't worry, I got you marked down. And VOD watchers. I hope future EG has figured out the Sonic OC. If you have the solution, you're welcome to let me know also. Because I'll probably still draw more for these off stream later, so I can put them up on my places to show people that I am an artist and can draw things. Sometimes. Not always. I'm not always an artist, but sometimes. Making knees for my island. I almost downloaded the Tomodachi Life, what do you call it? Not preview. The trial of it, because you can make knees in that, and I was like, oh, I could do the demo on stream on Friday maybe, but the problem would be that I would have to use the controller to draw, and that sounds like hell on earth. And my second thought was, maybe I don't do that. Maybe I don't screen capture and I do hand cam with my Switch so I can use a stylus to draw, which would be kind of funny. Get 3 Miis total. Honestly, it'd probably take me all stream to make 1 Mii. Mii-G. It'd take me a long time. I'm very impressed with the Mii EGs people have made. Vil made a really good one. Hoshi, I think, made me. I think also Nilo made me. There's a lot of good Mii EGs. Mii EGs. And I feel like I wouldn't be able to stack up against it. My hair is so wide that there's just not a lot of space in that thing to figure out where my hair would go. Like, I don't look like me without big hair. I think Vil had the best solution that I have, like, tried to figure out so far, which is just giving me a frick butt bob that is, like, the hairstyle already in the game, and then just drawing some things over it, essentially, to make it look a little better. Because I think I could also maybe use, like, the gradients, because you can do gradient hair, too, I think, and that might be a good solution, but we can't do hair on the inside, because I can't edit that, which just makes it inherently not look like me. It's like, I could do my sunglasses and my onion probably pretty easily. I don't know how I do the other parts, you know? This is also an arm that I haven't figured out yet. I should figure that arm out properly. Haven't watched a Squiiji live stream in months now. This is my return to the live stream. Welcome back, Poro Knight. We're happy to have you back. I do very much understand. There is a lot going on in life for most fellas, so do not ever feel bad if you guys can't make it. I do appreciate any and all time you can spend here, or that you want to spend here. I'm honored that you spend any time here. but I know that life gets in the way because there are streamers that I would like to watch that I have not gotten to watch in weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks potentially. Just because I haven't had time. There's a lot going on in the universe right now. It happens. Also, do these have like suckers on them? Like this? What does the inside of the squid hair actually look like? Splatoon hair. Because I know that there's a hairstyle that's kind of like this that you can get, right? Oh, they just have like one big suction cup in them. Inklings do have suction cups on the inside. Ah, I see. Oh, I have been raided. Hello, welcome in, raiders. How are you? I am Squiiji. I'm a freelance artist, Fungi, and I'm also an art educator. Usually, we do character design on stream and character design critiques. Today, I'm drawing myself in miscellaneous styles. We're trying Splatoon. We tried Sonic earlier. I will potentially in the future try Pokemon, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, hi! Shroommates, can you rotate for the raiders? Pretty please, if you'd be so kind. Mods, also thank you for getting the shout out for Namu Spirit. How was your stream? What were you up to? Let me see if I can snoop. Let's see. Last scene, chatting, perhaps. What were you chatting about? How was your chatting? I'm a bit of a yapper. I'm intrigued as to know what your yap topics may have been. I don't shut up, which is kind of why I have to do art streams sometimes. Sometimes I don't manage to shut up to do the art stream, but it does also give me an opportunity to talk, and if I don't get a lot done, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal, you know? Doomsday and Amarthor and Hamusha. Thank you guys for following. I appreciate it. Also, I'll say hi to everybody who came in too. Let me see. Scrolling back. Bostilon, Noggin Movement, Goomba Goom, Lexus, Amarthor, Hamusha, Evelon99, Scoosh7, Michael Unofficial, Death Rate, Crimson Saltier? Blinks. I'm not wearing my glasses. The one like red name color is a little hard to read without glasses on. Tronics, Hi Meister, Zeb, Namu Hi, Ultra Combo, Kevin Plays Minecraft. Ooh, hello. I recognize you from coming across your YouTube videos before. Really helpful and interesting design info. Nice to catch you live. Hi. I'm glad you like the videos. Yeah, I finally made my return to making YouTube videos last-ish week. Was that last week? I had not posted a new YouTube video in I think a year and a half until last week, but I'm back and I'm gonna be making more of them because I missed it. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you thought it was interesting. What were you yapping about? What were you yapping about? How was your just chatting? I stream in the just chatting category mostly, even though most of what I'm doing is not just chatting, it's kind of art adjacent, but I'm just stubborn about it because I'm not always the one who's drawing. I'm usually editing other art, perhaps. Yeah. Is that a speech to text thing above? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is translating me, or transcribing me rather. I have an auditory processing disorder, so I need it when I watch other people, so I have it here because if I need it, why would I deprive you of it? It's the nice thing to do, right? That hair reference is a fan reference. Oh, I was just looking at it because it's hard finding an image where I can see the inside of the hair bits, the squid hair bits. But let me see if because the real ones you can't see the inside from because they're facing the wrong way, kind of, potentially. Really want to figure out how to get subtitles to work. I think somebody clipped me explaining how mine work, but mine just uses, I believe, advanced scene switcher, automatic scene switcher, and cloud closed captions. Those are the 3 plugins I have that handle it. And it's not too bad. It sort of just transcribes it automatically, and it was like a one-time setup thing. It's just set up forever now, which is nice. Just want to make sure you're aware. Thanks. I appreciate it. I think they do only have one suction cup on the underside, don't they? Now that I'm looking. And it's like right in the center. So like they have one that's like right there essentially. What did I redeem? Rotation. We like spinning around here. That's what it is. This is just my emote. This was my gag Halloween costume once upon a time. Just yapping about random stuff, nothing in particular. Theme then drived horribly in a truck sim game. Oh, the truck sim game? I kind of want to play that because I feel like that would be a good yapping game, perhaps. Just something to talk through. But thank you for the well wishes. If you and your fellows need to do things like eat or drink or snark me, please take care of yourself. If you want to stick around and hang out and observe as I make a solid attempt at drawing in a couple styles, you are welcome to do so, but do not feel like you must. Please prioritize your health and your well-doing. And thank you. I appreciate you thinking the Splatoon one looks good. It's definitely going better than my Sonic one was going, even though I had more fun drawing the body for Sonic. Trying to figure out my hair was maybe not my favorite. It took me a while. There we go. Let's see. I need a third one. This is also not thick enough. Hang on, I don't think it's that far up the thing anyway. Like, maybe like here? I feel like that doesn't look right either. The first one I drew was perfect. What if I just steal that one? Hacks, why draw it 3 times when I can just draw it once and relocate it every time? Your style is nice, I love it. Thanks! This is not my style though, technically. This is the Splatoon style, technically. My art style looks a little bit different than this. I do draw with Sonic proportions. When I draw stuff, it tends to look like... Where is my art? Have I drawn anything recently? I think the last thing I got to draw was this for our last extra credit, which is, I guess, not that far off from what I'm drawing right now in some ways, but very round, very big foot, big hand types of fellas. I also don't usually draw furries, despite what I guess today might allude to. I'm showing you a bear. This was because it was for a bingo, and I drew myself as a Sonic OC. Usually I draw people. Mostly, actually, I draw people. I feel like I'm giving a false understanding of the things that I do. But, okay, there we go. Let me also... Oh, that's what's happening there. Oop, wait, hang on, don't do that. Copy. Let me erase this one out because I don't like how I drew that one either. There we go, and put this one on here. See? Hacks. I draw it 3 times, but I can just draw it once and then use the liquefy tool to make it look correct. Bam! There we go, look at that. Oh, and I could even repeat it one more time. 3rd time's a charm. I go like this and put it on the inside of this one. Look at that. Beautiful. Perfect. There we go. Nice! Looks great, thanks! I appreciate it. Yeah, orb. Okay. What other things does a Splatoon EG need? Is that everything a Splatoon EG needs? Because we may be moving on from having sketched this one out to EG Pokemon. But do I want to draw myself like this? I feel like I don't want to now. I feel like I just want to make myself a Ditto. I have an hour. What if I didn't do this? What if I was a Ditto who's pretending to be a trainer instead? What if I scrapped everything I drew here and didn't? Ditto EG. Okay, okay, if you must, if you insist, if I have to. You're holding me at gunpoint and forcing me to? How horrible. Hang on, let me find what the guy looks like. Ditto Pokopia. I just need to see what this fella's proportions are like. Oh, they're so cute. Hang on. Their head is less round than I was remembering, but here, put you over here. What is an EG-like gesture to make if I am being a Pokopia? What does EG do in Pokopia? Ditto posing as human EG, who is also pretending to be a Marini, maybe? Sounds right. Okay. Head. Kind of square. I feel like I need a thicker brush to sketch with also. The one I've been using makes it hard to see. So the head is like, surprisingly like square. I'm just gonna start with shapes and then sort of try and flesh it out further where like it tucks in a little bit. I've got like slightly wide cheeks on the side. I'm gonna make the head turn to the side a little bit. I feel like the head's not wide enough to start already. It needs to be rounder on top. It's a good Ditto EG pose. Although I guess I could just do the pose my initial trainer was doing also. like one hand up, but maybe that's not so good for silhouette here. Eid using Vine Whip maybe could be holding a mushroom. Oh wait, I could be. What does the Vine Whip look like when the Ditto does it? It like turns the arms into the whip, right? Oh wait, you're so smart. Hang on, that's good. Hang on. Draw head first. The eyes are so little. That's like not even far enough apart. The eyes are so far apart, like that, and then little, long, wide mouth. I feel like this stuff is still too close together. I gotta make it even further apart for Ditto. Ditto's got such a wide head. Hang on. And this is kind of why I skipped the just anatomy drawing part before, because I feel like it's not as interesting to watch. But like, watch me just pull things around until I feel like it looks right. Like that's kind of good. I feel like I need to space the eyes from the mouth out just a little bit. Oh, and the head's real flat on the bottom too, so like I need to push that up just a little bit too. That seems right. Can I send a link to a Ditto hairstyle that I think would work for you? Sure. But like, I could also just draw my hair a little bit. Like, I feel like I don't have to stick with the things that they have. Oh, that doesn't actually stick out off the side of the head. There's just like a divot. You get to hear me talk through all the things that I'm noticing about this art style's anatomy style right now too. So when I am trying to do a style mimic, I'm usually taking notes about what I'm trying to replicate, and I do this constantly where I'll have my reference on one side and then I'll have whatever I'm drawing next to it, and I try and compare them back and forth. So the eyes are actually above the mouth too. They're not below it. Like that. It looks a little funny. Oh my gosh, wait! Ditto doesn't have eyebrows either! That's so weird. I'm like, this is just like not wide enough still. Mine feels so goofy right now. Hang on, it'll get there, it'll get there. Mouth needs to be a little bit more flat, maybe. The eyes, I think, are actually even too big, which is crazy. The eyes are... wait. The other thing I'll do sometimes is I'll do, like, a draw over just to see what the proportions are like. So, like, mouth, eyes, top of head. Oh wait, I did have it closer than I thought I did. I don't think this actually needs to be as wide as I made it. Hang on. Not as wide. The mouth is too high right now, I would say. Oops, hang on. Move this down so it's like that. And the eyes are also lower on the head too. Like that, maybe. Sent the link. Thank you. Let me see. Oh, a Pinterest link. Classic. Let's see. Ditto having the ability to be all types in the game. That means did EG having all the types in the world would be overpowered. That's true. Oh, Acerola's hairstyle. I could kind of just have Acerola's hairstyle. That would be kind of accurate for me. Hang on. Let me push my eyes further apart. The other thing I should have noted before I turned that off is eye distance. So like eyeball, eyeball. Okay, they're kind of like equidistant across the head despite the fact that the head's turned. So like if I... here's the center of the head. One of the eyes should probably be like here-ish. Side of the head, other eye goes here. And then where does the mouth go on this one? Mouth goes just beyond those lines. Okay. Now that I have some guidelines, I can perhaps make the face a little bit more accurate. Let's see. Eye comes over. Nope. Eye comes over. Eye comes... nope. Over. Mouth needs to be just a little wider on this side. There we go. That feels right. Ha ha ha. So, notice, I am kind of tracing over the image. I'm not using that for what I'm using to be the final illustration, but I'm using that to get an understanding of the proportions so that I can mimic it more accurately. So I can see what the shapes are that are being used and I can see the distancing. Top of head. Turn this off for now, or turn this back on. The body then. So the body ends up being like a little bit of a triangle, but that might be because this creature is wearing a dress. But we have a triangle for the body. Legs. The arms come to like the length of the this here, and the shoes are real round. Okay. Look at this little creature. Jingle jangle, EG will get boring in 40 minutes. That's true. That's a good reminder. EG will be really boring in potentially a little more than a half an hour. And there's no point in watching them in a half an hour either. Did EG having the ability to create their canvas out of nothing? Yeah! Wait, I want to see, I just want to look up the Ditto that has the, what is it called? Oh, the Vine Whip? Oh, the little arms! Hang on. Let me make this smaller. This is way too big right now. So I could go like, haha! And I can have my little triangle of the body. That's gonna be going like this perhaps. And then my little vine arms. Oh wait, I wanted to be holding something. Instead of doing that. Maybe I should make it hold. Can I go in front of the head if I go like this and I'm vine whipping a mushroom? Or is that maybe gonna be too much happening around the head, perhaps? Whoops, I should do this on its own layer so I don't disturb the head also. You can pick up grass. Okay, so if I'm picking up grass like this maybe? Or not picking up grass, but like picking up leaf? Does that work for hold mushroom? Are there mushrooms in the game? There have to be. I did watch a little bit of some other people playing the game, but I did not see mush of mushrooms. Very much of it. Transform the arms into squid tentacles. Those two? Everything's squids today. Okay. Put that there. I feel like a downward tilt would make more sense for this, and then I can tilt the arms down with it. Like that, maybe? There we go. I'm planting. I'm doing good things for the environment. There we go. And then, actually, this one's just too long right now. We're gonna make them the same length. Make them maybe a little more centered. There we go. I'm trying to figure out how exaggerated I can go with them. This game has Yubi and Enderman picking up blocks. Yeah, I've seen people playing it where, like, they're just, like, moving habitats around and their Pokemon start crying because they picked up their toy while they were, like, looking at it or something. And it's like, no! It's gonna be okay. It'll come back. I'll return it to you. Just give me a second. Do not fear. Hang on, so then I can have, like, cute little stumpy legs that are shaped like this. And then I can have real round shoes that are shaped like this. I think they need to be a little bit longer, maybe? And I also don't wear a dress. What do pants look like on Ditto? Ditto's body is kind of oddly shaped. Do you see the way Ditto's body is shaped? It's like... very, very strong hips on the Ditto. Whoops, that's not Ditto. I don't know if I want hips like that. I may just format this into being something where it's like, oh, here's like my overall shorts or something. So that we're not really like actually drawing hips. Overalls. It seems like they go for a kind of a low poly approach, or not low poly, like minimal detail approach to body details also. Like there's not a lot going on. It's like that would be there. Teeny tiny little spindly arm. That comes back there. I'm bald. Oh, I'm bald. I shouldn't be bald. Hang on, let's unbald. looks like I'm wearing a bathing suit the way I drew my legs right now. But if I give myself boots with the fur, of course, and then like my striped socks, that's me. Hey, no! Hips don't lie! Yeah, they don't lie. I don't like them. They're not lying. They're telling the truth, and the truth is that I don't want to have hips, even as a ditto. I'm too non-binary for having wide hips. I like androgyny too much. There we go. At least I'm slay when I'm bald. It's a good look on me. I don't know if it's a good look on everybody, but it works for me. Relatively well. Also, another thing that I tend to be very impressed with that people can do is just draw without a sketch. I am a messy sketcher, and I just slowly refine my drawings over time to be less and less of a mess. The mess is kind of the EG way. Let's see, erase this out of here. Those are my shorts. There we go. Would a pocket be too much? Maybe a pocket would be too much for a ditto. There we go. Love EG's model when they draw. I know, it's like doing something weird with my head. It like tilts my neck. Got the skull shape for it. Not in real life I don't, but yes, like this I do. Right now I do, temporarily. It won't last. Here's the body. Arms. How do the arms, like, connect to the body when the ditto is doing this? Are they just, like, tiny little thin things? Where do I have it? Did I save it? I didn't. Oh, I'm Google searching other things, and I got rid of my reference! Horrible, terrible. Why'd I do that? There we go. Find it. There's not even any leaves on it. I guess they are just vines. There we go. We can look at that little fella. In the meantime. Eevee Dreams 94, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Very kind. They're just like a gradient, which I guess is fine. Let's see, I can like curl them out more at the edge maybe, and maybe I'll put them further apart so I can put like a mushroom between them or something. Look at this cute little guy. Isn't this little guy so cute? I feel like I could tilt my head down even further to really, really be looking at what I'm doing. Gotta look where you're working. It's dangerous not to. I don't want an OSHA violation. There we go. And then this arm could probably just be higher also. Where is it? Here. There we go. The way I've separated this into 4 layers is strange. I don't know why I've done it this way. There we go. Arms. And... clothes. And body head, and whoops, that was a guide. Okay, that's everything. Hair, because I'm still bald. Does not ever look like EG until not bald any longer. Not being bald is an integral part of looking like EG. Hang on, as I say, as I continue to not draw my hair. Hang on. Make this make sense. Yeah, there we go. Good. Good. Who's that? Don't know who this is. We don't know who this is yet, and we will not know until there's hair. And I'm gonna keep cleaning up things that are not my head in the meantime. Because why would I draw my hair? Never. I mean, what they made is probably more organic than natural. What do you mean, organic than natural? The stuff that the ditto is creating? Is that what you mean? Hey! Why short? Well, I guess my hair is back. I guess it's only fair. So, Ditto's hair just seems to be really, like, gloopy. I'm gonna do something, and you're not gonna yell at me for having done it. I'm gonna cut a corner. Just one. I'm allowed a little bit of a corner to cut. Where's my hair? I always avoid drawing my hair, so I have a base for my hair, and I'll just gloopify it, essentially. Where is it? I've drawn my hair 8 billion times, and I wish to not draw it 8 billion more times from scratch. Here we go. It's in here, and it's in here, and it's right here. There's my hair! Almost every time my hair is in something, you can see it's the same thing I used for the original Pokemon one too. I just use that as a basis for it, and then I draw over it to make it look like it fits whatever I'm doing and fits the angle more properly. Transform to horizontal. Let's see, I might have to make it wider also, because Ditto's head is really wide. Oh, also the fact that Ditto does not have... Ditto just doesn't have eyebrows, which for me and my super tall head is like kind of weird, isn't it? Because like I think most of the Ditto hairstyles have like bangs or something, so you don't see the giant, huge, expansive forehead. Why didn't they give Ditto eyebrows? Some hair has a drop, like it's a glooping, but doesn't fully fall in game. Yeah. So like what I would do for me probably is, if I'm a Ditto, I don't think I'd have a hole in my head. That wouldn't make sense. This would probably be all like one solid shape. It wouldn't be broken up into two separate shapes, probably also. Whoops. So it would be like this. And then like some of these parts could be like dripping a little bit. I'm a little bit gooey. Oh, I love doing it where I give myself a little like one like right here. Although that seems a little bit too much for how Dittos are. Dittos aren't that extreme. Just like that, maybe? Yeah. Yeah. And then this wouldn't be there probably, because Ditto doesn't actually have hair. They just end up with like a gradient, like transition. Essentially, do you see that? It just like gradates a little bit. So I'd probably put a gradient in here when I color it to smooth that out just a little bit. Ditto and Artist U commission united in being anti-onion. I'm not anti-onion. I love my onion. Or are you anti my onion? I'm not anti-onion. It's just my hair is such a non-hair-like shape that I don't always have fun drawing it when I have to draw it 8 million times. But that might also be just the fact that I've drawn myself too much. Hang on. I'm gonna move my onion so that I can make it bigger, because I think it would be bigger in the Homophobia style, because these pigtails are pretty decently sized. And then edit this. Now if I ever play a Pokemon game or Pokopia or a Sonic game or Splatoon, I do have a thumbnail EG, I guess, also from having drawn these. There we go. That seems okay. Right? Just have like a transparent EG hair somewhere I just slap on my art. Also fair. I remember you doing that too, Hoshi. Clever. I have no issue with you doing that because I do that. I do that. I'm tired of drawing my hair over and over and over and over again. I feel like any artist who is a VTuber probably understands that also, because we draw ourselves more than anyone else does. And we get to figure out all the fun little intricacies about us that just make it take ages. I like don't even draw my glasses on myself half the time because I don't even feel like doing my perspective trick. Is it maybe a little lazy? Perhaps. Is my time precious? And I'm trying to be efficient also? Also yes. Can be both things. Hang on, yeah, make that bigger. Yeah. This is kind of just Ditto EG. I feel like that it's already here. If I hide my head, it's like kind of almost done. There we go. I can like hide the body under here where I don't need to see it, under the clothing, just so we can see what's going on a little bit more easily. And look, that's me. That's Ditto EG. I succeeded. I managed to do all the things I said I would. I do that with my hair too. Also fair. Making a thumbnail in advance. That is kind of what I'm doing. Although I really don't know if I play enough games for that to be particularly useful. Let's see. I may also be able to see my shirt on the other side of it. Let's see. Push this up a little bit. My overalls are a little bit more high-waisted than that. Push my shorts a little bit over. Oh, I forgot that I drew the shoes directly on here. Hang on. Shoe. Could come over and be a little bit bigger, maybe. Also, the leg that's closer to us should probably be a little bit lower, just for like perspective things. A little bit. Shift all that back just a little bit to exaggerate pose, maybe. That feels a little bit too high. Though honestly, this could probably sit a little higher on my chest. The arms. This I didn't really do a great job of figuring out. And then there's my mushroom that I grew. He's little. Hang on, I'll put it like between the hands and we can go like there we go. E.G. planted mushroom. Love the Bulbasaur in the Bokopia pic. Oh, he's freaking out. He's disturbed. I could have like a little Gary near me who's also disturbed by what I'm doing. Oh, that's one thing I could do before I like finish up for today is potentially I could draw like a Chow Gary or something too, because Gary is not in any of these yet either. Because isn't there also a character in what is it in Splatoon, the small fry? Gary could be my small fry, right? I was just watching not that long ago somebody play the story mode, so that might be a story mode only thing, but even still, everybody's got their little guy sidekicks. Hang on. The fact that some people also manage to like start to finish make a piece of art on stream is still wild to me. Couldn't be me. Hang on, this should be higher because you're leaning forward. Don't move all the exaggeration. There, that's probably better. Wahoo. Small fry Splatoon 3 story mode only. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let me hide the arms where I don't want to see them because it's hard to look at. There we go. And then hide the clothes also behind the arm too. But like that's kind of neat. What is that? What layer is that on? Oh, clothes. Don't need that. Don't need this. There we go. Little messy, but it's an EG. Zany finishes at least 2 artworks like every stream. Zany moment. I don't know how Zany does that. I don't draw quickly enough for that. I feel firmly that anything worth doing is worth doing slowly. And boy am I slow. You would think that after drawing for so many years, I'd be faster at it now, but I just hit a point where I stopped getting faster at it. Like, I can do everything that I want to do, more or less. It's just not a quick process. Also, how does this arm connect to the body? Just like this, maybe? And like that goes behind it? I feel like I can't actually see things connecting here. I guess it just goes up. Kind of in? That's fine. Surely. That's fine. And Ditto has a tongue also. I am so slow. I'm also very slow. But look, there's a Ditto EG. There is a Splat EG. Instead of Squid EG, I can be, instead of just Squeegee, I can be Split EG. EG goes Kersplat. This guy's so sad. EG when goes Kersplat. Frowny face. Sonic Squeegee. Let's draw Chow. Let's draw Gary Chow in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna close these for now. Save my work. Good. Good. Also, the way that I stopped cleaning these up, I should clean it up just maybe a little more. I like just didn't clean up anymore after we got past the first one. I swear I don't sketch this messily all the time. It might just be because I'm on stream. Also, I don't tend to sketch just this quickly anyways. I tend to give myself a little more time. There we go. Bam. That makes a little more sense. And then I can make a little more sense out of the clothing. If you fall from a large high point in Pocopia, you momentarily lose your form and splat. I love that. That's so cute. That makes so much sense also. That's so cute. think that's a fair way of handling fall damage in a game that, like, you probably wouldn't want to be taking fall damage in, or thinking about fall damage in. I know that your Ditto also, like, can't swim initially either. You have to learn, like, surf or something in order to be able to swim in the water, which I think is also cute. Because you're a little goo fella. You're a little slimy guy. If you hit the water, you're like a mushroom. You're gonna deliquesce. You're gonna turn into a little pile of goop. So then when you learn to be a Pokemon that does not turn into a liquid in the ocean, you're moving up in the world. There we go. Shoe. Let's get another shoe. Actually fleshed out. You should probably even see an angle because you're not standing just perfectly straight forward. Bam. Yeah. I think I saw cute Lapras. Yeah, Lapras! All the time was used on the Sonic art. It mostly was used on Sonic art. But I'm not upset about that. I feel like I would have had a lot more trouble if I wasn't doing that while I was streaming. Because I probably would have not come up with any of the conclusions I came to. Not saying I would have given up, but having the Shroomates to be like, hey, what if you were a different animal? Hey, what if you were something else? Hey, have you considered that? Does significantly help me when I'm drawing. Okay, this might just be too much of an angle, because I can't tell what it's doing. There we go, and then the side of the body. There we go. We're cleaning. Everything's getting more sensible. Slowly. We'll flesh it out. Auto-corrected, not Papa's, Lapras. Also just go back to plain old Ditto. Oh yeah, isn't that what happens when you are trying to, like, go... Like, there's, like, short stuff you have to get under, essentially? Stuff that you're, like, not tall enough to get through. That's not an eraser. When you're full height, so then you just go back to being regular Ditto to get under it, essentially. So I think I did see that. Hang on. The way I'm redoing all of this. Hang on. Get that. Get this. Remove these, because I just ignored how perspective works for them. This is gonna have, like, a waistline. It should probably be, like, here. There we go. This EG does not need hips. There we go. The leg taper. It's not doing the right thing yet, but it will soon. There we go. That seems better. And then now my overalls. Also, I did so much more refining on the Sonic one just because I was procrastinating, trying to figure out how to deal with the parts I didn't know what to do with. There we go. So, like, I'm not procrastinating this one, which is why I was, like, warp speed sketching it. Bam. And the Ditto is also in a much smaller, cuter style, so I don't have to be as perfect in my details about it. Hang on. And then, like, that would transition in there, probably. Honestly, this is probably pretty serviceable. I can tell what's going on now, actually. Go under one tall block's Ditto. You can also remove your colors to be fully purple. So just, like, completely and totally Orpal? So, like, instead of having, like, flesh-colored Ditto parts, you could just be purple Ditto? Can you do that with any of the colors, technically? Like, you could just be color? Like, one color all the way around instead of looking human-like? I guess that would sort of defeat the purpose, because you're trying to pretend to be a human. Because you're trying to convince the Pokemon to come back. Because they've been, like, dormant and missing for a long time because the humans left, question mark. I don't actually know that much about the lore. I've watched the first, like, hour of Pokopia, I think, like, twice, because a lot of streamers that I was watching, at least, didn't really go much further than that on stream. And then I've just seen, like, the random bits of, like, Billy's playthrough that they've sent me. Bloom badge? Oh yeah, that's the thing the Shroomates were noticing exists. All three of your art styles are weak against water. What do you mean? What do you mean they're weak against water? Our mushrooms aren't weak against water. Is poison type weak against water in Pokemon? I didn't know that. I will say I don't have the type charts memorized either. That was never my greatest skill, maybe, when it came to Pokemon. Oh wait, this is too high, probably. I didn't keep up with it. Poison is not weak to water. Poison's weak to ground and psychic for some reason. Psychic? Like, I know people have, like, techniques for remembering which things are weak against each other, but, like, there's just a lot of them that I've never internalized permanently. Like, why? I know that, like, bug is weak to bird, or flying, right? Because birds eat bugs, right? Potentially. And then, like, water is weak to electricity because they get electrocuted. That's, like, dangerous to combine the two of them. But, like, I think they mean, oh, in the style, oh, in the drawing styles. Oh, because Ditto can't be in the water, yes. Also, the Splatoons can also not be in the water for some reason. Why can the Splatoons not go in the water? They are squids, right? But I have seen that. Like, that's the whole thing with, like, the edge of the map in one of the modes, is that you can't go in the water. They're made of ink. I guess that makes sense as to why they, like, disappear into it, but how wild. You are no longer a sea creature. You are now a land lubber. You're an ink lubber, even. There we go. These are good shorts. These are much better shorts now. Is this the body? Nope. Is it the clothes? Nope. Is this the arms? It is. What is that? That's clothing. Cleaning up just a little bit more. Oh, and that's the body probably also. No, I lied. What is that? Is that the arm? It is. There we go. Bam. That's a Ditto-EG. I can live with this Ditto-EG. It's much clearer now. An inkling, some may say. Oh. Is that why? I guess that is probably why they're called that, huh? That does make sense. I'm learning lore simultaneously about 2 different series right now, which is great. Round that out. Maybe we get like a drippy on here, maybe. I need a couple drippies. That's good. And then maybe like one there? Or is that too many drips? Can't say I don't have drip. No, that seems applicable, maybe. That seems like a responsible amount of drip. Hang on. Fix that just like a little bit more. But I may actually wrap it up with this, because if I finish a little bit earlier than usual, I can do my closing remarks and then correctly end on time, and maybe with like a little bit of time to spare so I don't have to rush. Get ready to go to dinner. I'm eating dinner with some family, and they scheduled the dinner for 6:15, even though I told them I get out of work at 6. I finish at 6. Do we still throw tables at you? No. I don't think you need to throw tables at me. Just gaze lovingly at my Ditto that I have here while we do some closing remarks. Thank you all for joining me today, first and foremost. Do I have anything to announce? I did mention at the beginning of stream, but I can mention again if you did not see. Oh, because the notes are turned off. Oh, E.G., you fool. E.G., you fool of an idiot. You goofball. You fool of a shroom. I have a new YouTube video if you do ! YouTube. It exists. It's about design theft and copying and things like that. That exists. That's one thing to look at maybe if you would like. If I do YouTube on my YouTube, do I have that as a command? Because that'd be kind of funny if I did. I mean, if you're on the YouTube, you're there already, and it's just in a different tab than where you are right now. I don't have that as an iPod command. That's fair. What am I saying goodbye? Throwing a table? I would say that from where I'm from, at least, that's maybe not considered as friendly and does not work as a goodbye. Oh, my YouTube one only shows the second channel. That's what it does. I see. But yeah, new main channel EG video. Also, on top of that, we also have new merchandise. You can get a Squiiji keychain if you want, and you can jostle me. You can jingle me around a little bit. I actually have a still image of it. Hang on, where is it? Where is it? Ooh, wait. Merch. Oh, here? No. No, I don't want the spinning one. This one. There we go. There it is! Look at me! I'm a little guy! I'm just a little guy hanging on a keychain. On a really realistic keychain compared to the way that the rest of me works. But yeah, you can shake me around and jostle me. You can hold me by the back of my shirt. Gary is here. He's holding on for dear life while I cry just a little bit. Look at my tears. This is probably a scale accurate EG also. I believe they are 12 USD, and it seems like the shipping, at least for me, was only $3. So for a grand total of 15 bucks, EG keychain, if you would like, if you'd be so inclined, maybe. But it's just a cute little guy. So that's at the ACG Goods link that showed up in the merch thingbob that I sent. Bam. There you go. Inky tears. I'm always crying inky tears. I'm filling up a whole fishing bowl full of tears. Just a little bit. Shipping for mine was like $6. Really? Wild. Wow, I wonder why it was $6. Mine was $3. Someone checking things out. Weird. I wonder if they give me, well, I don't know why they would give me a discount on it. Although I wonder if they made it $3 and then I don't make any profit margin from having bought one for myself. Like none of it goes back to me. Which it may depend on region, but like I'm in East Coast USA, which I believe other Shrewmates are in. So I don't know. But it's more reasonable shipping than other sites I've seen have. Especially globally, we're safe from like the tariff nonsense. Globally, at least. East Coast also. Interesting. Intriguing. At least it isn't half the price of the whole item, and at least it isn't the whole price of the item, because I have ordered things online before that were far less reasonable for shipping, unfortunately. But yeah, you can have a little EG if you would like to dangle on your bag and to keep you company. Company-G. Company-G. That's me, Company-G. So, other housekeeping? Next week! Normal week. God, Eldritch EG be willing. Normal week next week. Monday, VTuber design critiques. I believe I have a critique that I owe Riraku, and I have 3 critiques that I owe to Edward, still from Charity Crit, kind of. Well, not kind of, they are owed. But then after those 4, we're probably gonna do 1 or 2 just normal regular crits. Wild. I went from having nothing but crits for a while to not doing crits at all this week, and then we'll go back to regular crits. Wednesday morning, I believe I have a collab with some fellas, and it's a collab that I've done before. I'll give you the deets Monday, perhaps, because I believe it's in the AM of hours. I believe it might start at 9 AM, actually, because we're working around the fact that some fellas are in Europe, or maybe in further places than Europe also. So I think we're just trying to split time zones as best as we can. Character looks cute. Thanks! I made it myself. I'm a 3D modeler. Also, thank you for following Rapid Python. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, so Wednesday. That'll happen. Wednesday, I am debating starting our tier list for Limbus Company. Let me just look at my calendar real quick, because I think I actually go on vacation the following week, if I am correct. What is this? Yeah, the week of the 1st. Yeah, normal. Oh no, the following week wouldn't be that. So yes, I think what I am going to do is we are going to start the Limbus Company tier list next Wednesday. Thought we already did Limbus. No, we did Limbus for like full-length critiques, but we didn't do a tier list for it yet. So it's up next in order. And then that Friday, we'll do something, and I haven't decided what it is yet, but it may be playing some Little Nightmares too, maybe? Because I do owe that to you also from the Donathon also. Perhaps. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. I will hope that you guys have a safe and healthy and productive and enjoyable weekend. And I will be small about it, I guess, also. YouTube, I can't send you anywhere, unfortunately, but I appreciate you being here with me today. It was very kind of you to spend time together. So I will say farewell. I will just say adieu, goodbye. Farewell, or so long, farewell, adieu, goodbye. How does that song go? Song of music? Anyways. Shroom me later. Bye, YouTube shroommates. Bye-bye. Farewell, Johnny. EG ending on time. I am.